to be awkward.
If we want to make it really awkward, I can bring in the fat boys again.
Oh God.
I'm sorry, what now?
Who is this man? What's going on?
We never get a countdown. We just get told, okay, here we go.
Oh, no,
and then there's
no.
silence.
That's
No,
a
there is a
lie.
countdown. We just ignore
always get a countdown.
Okay, then
We
I never
ignore
did count.
it.
That's
We got 30 seconds.
Right,
we got
right.
5 seconds. We
Yeah.
got
Okay.
4 seconds.
that's fair. You just tell us, okay, we're going live, and then there's just a pause of silence.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly. Gosh.
All right, then.
I
that's-
prefer the way
that's my-
we've been doing it right now. Cameras. Because that Shazam guy.
We're having something.
Definitely are.
Oh man, more points got added to the Anthony points pile.
Oh yeah, you'll
Yeah.
get them every little bit
Yeah, like every.
as long as you're watching.
I already have 300.
I got 460.
I got
what,
320.
what are they? What
I
are
don't know what
these?
they are. Anthony's the new currency?
No. You can unlock emotes usually.
Ooh, a random one.
Holy crap! I'm at 390 already.
Pokemon.
Oh, apparently no one can hear you.
Oh, that's fun.
Oh, hey, I just got a bonus. I received a gift from Casey of an extra 100.
All
Aw.
right, that should be better. Oh my gosh, I can't believe we do that every time. Almost every
Yeah.
time. Now my microphone just needs to be switched off and switched back on in the control panel. Hello everybody, welcome to Delving in Deep, where I give countdowns and you hear the first half of a conversation. There are now piles points. Don't know what those numbers are going to be yet, but we're going to eventually incorporate them into the game somehow. Don't know how. Don't want to make the price too low. I was thinking something like 1 point equals 1 point of damage onto any player character you want.
Can you imagine?
Oh,
Could you actually imagine?
Timeout. I could kill all of us 2 times over with how many points I have.
Yeah, I have 670 points, man.
that's the power of the audience, guys.
I just got 20.
So,
And I don't like you anymore. I'm gonna spend my piles points, and you're dead.
Oh,
And you're dead.
You know, I haven't been feeling like Nox has a very good character arc. I think now's a good time to kill him.
Oh my god, can you not do that again? I was so happy you weren't doing that for once.
I'm not gonna do it.
Are you sure you're not
I'm
gonna
doing
do
a
it?
hypothetical from the audience's perspective.
I get the sensation you're gonna do it.
And
Tom,
believe
yeah,
me,
thank you.
1 billion piles points, and you can kill Anthony Piles.
Oh,
9 million, and I don't know. That's
And the druid
okay.
gets resurrection and saves Anthony Piles.
yeah, a true resurrection.
Oh,
Is Spoopy here? Like,
eventually she'll catch up.
okay.
She'll see the video. She'll see the
Yeah, no, I'll just leave that. Sorry, Spoopy, for the timestamp for her.
the time.
Yep.
Oh man. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know, this is a Dungeons and Dragons show where the details matter, and I play with the sexiest 6 people in Dungeons and Dragons. And a couple of new lights today as we're slowly tweaking our our lighting performance situation here. So you get to see their bright, smiling, attractive faces at a better light quality. So today you'll notice that we can see Nox and Shelt, and they're not hiding in the shadows.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Hey, kicking it off with the gift sub. Thank you, Sadra. 39 gift subs in that channel. You're just rocking it. And some emotes, everybody. So with that being said, let us get into a game of Dungeons and Dragons. I was at a loss for what to do, so we were just gonna, start over. I got the first city, Jellicoy, really mapped out well. I think if we just start with the owlbear fight and go.
Are
from
we gonna
there.
get breakfast at Tiffany's finally?
That's the first thing you do. Forget the owlbear, the owl creature thing. No, so last time, right? You played, and I have notes. Last time you spent about half the session finishing out some of the crazier entities in the sewers. You had some close moments, but you were able to kill the creature that was creating ghouls down below, and you left the sewer shortly after, covered in grime and dirt and sewage. Got yourself a bath and relaxed for the night. Nox went up onto the ship, taught Anthony how to make alcoholic coffee. Dwarvish cream. Actually, after meeting a lovely woman at the Lady's Hammer and getting himself some dwarven clothes, he now has a blue shirt. That's an important note here. Jabo gets blinged out. Jabo came away with platform shoes and some 70s duds. Yeah, no, good notes here. These are fantastic. And in the end, Nox and Anthony have a good night, but almost too good of a night. And Nox wakes up having blacked out shortly after, doing some stargazing. And everybody leveled up to level 5. Oh boy! Anything crazy in these level 5s? Are we gonna get like weird multi-classes? Or...
Phew, I did do that.
I'm useful now.
I got a feat.
A feat?
Yeah.
Which feat you pick up?
Drow high magic.
Mm.
Enjoy that detect magic at will, guys.
I just
Yeah.
No spell slots.
That's fair. Was that 4th level of fighter, or did you go back to rogue?
That was 4th level fighter.
Okay, very cool.
I'm even harder to kill now because I got uncanny dodge.
Oh, yeah.
Half damage as a reaction every
Yeah.
single turn.
Yeah.
That's fair. There's nothing wrong with that.
You hit me about once every 4 turns too, so.
That's true. I'm gonna have to start hitting you multiple times per turn. Hey, thank you, Cranky, for the 100 bits, guys. Or thank you, Cranky, for the 100 bits, Cranky. So that being said, it's the next day. It's now your 14th day since we've begun. We've really been playing out these days. So, but you wake up. Some of you in the Flaming Spoon, one of you in the military quarter, one of you on the boat. Who would like to begin their day first?
Well, I could use some breakfast.
Okay. So as you make your way down, and anybody who's in the Flaming Spoon will at the same time, you'll notice that there is a young man behind the counter, and there's loaves of bread and grapes laid out. Looks to be buffet style, as a couple people are kind of like filling their plates and sitting down.
Who is in the cafeteria area?
Well, which party members would be leaving, joining Joy this time?
I'll join Joy, because I think I'm there.
You are?
I think I would be cleaning up the stall and then taking Squishy for a walk.
Okay. And Shell, anything in particular?
Nothing real specific. I mean, we need to go back down to that sewer, so I'll just wait for everyone else to be ready.
Okay. And aside from Kester, there's an older couple enjoying their bread and grapes, and then there's a another married couple and a pair of young children sitting in a far booth, but nothing outside the ordinary here.
I'll eat bread and grapes.
Okay. And it seems it is complimentary for your room. There's no charge. There's also some water and stuff off to the side. Nothing fancy, but enough to get you started on the day. Kia, give me a charisma check and a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay. And then con.
Okay. You find yourself in the on the military installation. There seems to be a section of barracks, and you found yourself in the barracks across the street from the barracks building you had previously stayed at. This person had a roommate who throughout the night was like trying to plug their ears, cover their head, and be as small as possible. But you could tell that he was irritated.
Poor guy.
The next morning comes, and before you're comfortably waking up, both of those sailors are out the door, getting changed and getting right to work. So you're left alone in this room. You're left alone in this room. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna try and stealth out like I did before.
Okay. So give me, and this one's not gonna be a stealth check. At this point, this is kind of trying to look natural, blend in. So give me deception.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Okay. And comfortable now with the layout, you spend a lot less time looking around for the direction to go. You get a couple of odd looks. You're a unique looking individual. It's hard.
Does she run into the last guy?
Not this time. But her uniqueness, you think you've definitely been spotted you've been spotted twice now by a couple of people. They give you a familiar, kind of a look of familiarity when they see you. But you make your way out of the gate, and the guards at the front of the military quarter don't give you any bother. And where are you heading to?
They head towards the Burning Spoon, probably. That's the last place I saw my party.
Okay, so you head back to the Flaming Spoon, and you'll get there. I'd say, being woken up about as early as you were, you'll get there as Joy and Kester are settling into their table.
All right.
Kia!
Joy. So I come bearing more intel.
Ooh, do tell.
Apparently, there was, those tentacle monsters.
The ones we've been slaying in the
Yes.
in the sewers?
Yes. There's, how like we had that thing that was popping out the ghouls.
Yeah, the ghoul maker?
There's a tentacle monster maker.
No.
And I want to say, was it the South Sewer?
It was.
Yep, in the South Sewer.
So you're telling me that when we go back down that all those things that we killed, it's going to be like we didn't kill any of them?
Yes.
I don't
pretty
want to
much.
I don't want to go.
We should go to the South Sewer.
Can we like burn them out? Gas them out. Let's gas them out.
Apparently they have the military has some of them or the maker cornered. It's just they had issues with it yesterday.
Okay.
So I think we should help with that.
I'm so not excited about this anymore.
Maybe there's only
We
one of
just
them.
got clean. I agree. Yeah.
Mhm.
Let's not fall in this time.
And going over to Jabo, you're out on a walk, and a small child comes rushing from behind, gets to you and your frog, looking intently at the frog and back up at you, barely noticing you at first as he says, "Hey, mister, is this your frog?
Yeah, it is. Name's Squitchy.
Can I pet it?"
I look at Squishy just to see what he kind of,
Yeah, give me an animal handling check.
Better double check, a kid is a small, so Squishy could actually swallow him.
When's the last time you fed Squishy? Oh yeah, okay. So Squishy understands your intent and gives you
Yeah. Okay. I turn back to Coon. Oh yeah, sure. Just be careful. He's a bit mucusy.
and he looks up
Don't
at
lick
you
the frog.
at that moment as he's reaching out to pet the frog, and he says, "I understand." And he stops mid-sentence as his eyes go wide as he stares up at you, and he goes, "What are you, mister?"
Oh, I'm a Warforged. I know. I'm pretty rare around here or everywhere. But yep, that's what I am. I'm a Warforged.
And he goes, "What's a
Hey, just for-
warforged?" He'll shake your hand.
Yeah. We're beings that were created. We are often created out of different substances. I myself, and I pound my chest, made of a wood dark core. Or, I forget exactly what it is. Is it dark core wood?
Something like that. Yeah, you're fine. And he stands there at a loss for words, and you see his hand coming up to like grab on your pants, and he starts poking at your leg.
You like my clothes?
And he just darts down the alleyway, running away.
All right. Well, see you next time, kid.
He turns an alleyway, and yeah. You continue your walk, and it brings, you start to notice attention. Maybe not blending in as well as you thought you might be, especially alone. Just people taking notice, nothing particularly dangerous, but a couple mothers, bringing their children a little closer. Somebody crossing the street to the other side to avoid you and Squishy. Some stairs.
These clothes are not doing what I thought they'd be doing. I almost feel like they're avoiding me or something. Hey, Squishy, why don't we meet back up with the party? I'm starting to feel a little excluded.
Okay. And you make your way back to the Flaming Spoon, where everybody's kind of gathered themselves together. Nox, you wake up, and the last thing you remember was stargazing with Anthony Piles.
Oh no.
You have a very big headache. And your knee is sore.
Not both knees? Oh wait, no, he's already short enough. Never mind. Just one knee.
Fuck you. Which knee is it?
The left knee.
Oh shit. And he's just gonna go about his regular business. Does he have screw it, to get rid of the headache and stuff, just sort of a lesser restoration on his face?
Okay. Yeah, that'll do it as everything comes into clarity, fuzziness goes away, the headache goes away, and you feel better.
What the fuck did you put in there, Anthony?
And almost as if summoned by saying his name, he'll peek his head in. Oh, hey, you're up. Hey, coffee's on.
Regular coffee?
Would that be more appropriate?
Yes, you don't mix alcohol with your coffee first thing in the morning.
Oh, I thought you were going to end the sentence there. I'm glad you continued because that was fantastic. All right, so not in the morning. What about lunch?
As long as it's afternoon. No brunch. Brunch, you have to make something called, I've heard it's called a mimosa.
Whoa. First off, are you telling me there's a meal that you take breakfast and lunch and it's in the middle?
Yes, we have it on Sunday.
And you're saying there's a drink that we're allowed to drink at this brunch?
Sorry, what are Sundays called in this world?
We don't actually have Sundays, and we really need to fix our calendar to a
Go for it.
On celebration days, the church has this meal in between. They let us sleep a little early, but not late enough. Sorry, they let us sleep a little bit later, but not late enough that we've reached lunch. So we have this sort of breakfast lunchy thing in between.
Huh.
Sounds delicious. I wish I was there to hear it.
You have to tell me more about these mimosas.
I don't know. It's an Elvish word. You're gonna have to ask them about it.
Kia sees elf. She'll know. Okay, yeah. So yeah, okay. So let me pour this. It'd be a shame to pour it out. You sure you don't want it?
How much do you have in there?
A pot.
No, I mean, how much alcohol do you have in the pot?
What's the ratio again?
I'm asking you, what is the actual ratio?
Oh, I was thinking like half and half. Was that not the? Did I get that wrong? I mean,
Yeah,
you made all the drinks last night,
That's not the ratio.
and then I started making the drinks.
Yeah. It's supposed to be closer to like a quarter.
Oh, that's not so bad. We'll brew some more coffee and mix like a full pot of this with a full pot. Yeah, I got an extra pot.
Yeah,
Let's start that.
Let's do that.
And he goes away to working again, and give it 25 minutes, and he brings you another a dwarven Irish cream coffee, a dwarven cream coffee.
I called it dwarvish cream to just mix it, because whatever.
And you all will settle in. He's got some bread, a loaf he brings to the table, and he says, "How you feeling after the sewer? You were pretty beat up yesterday."
Well, I'm rested now. Got fresh clothes. Feeling a lot better. I know we had some little things to take care of, but this time I've learned my lesson, and before going into the sewer, I'm going to buy a bunch of canvas bags. And I'm just going to wear canvas bags into the sewers. Stuff that's easily disposable, stuff that does not need to wash off very well, so on and so forth.
Hey, if you know what, take lessons learned, right, and move forward with them, and that's good. Canvas bags for clothes. That's good for you. Good for you.
Anything else is sort of like metal you can wash off.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Canvas with plate armor, that sounds very attractive. I could see how that would be on the top of your ideas for the day on how to succeed in life.
Are you using sarcasm with me, Anthony Kyle?
I'm learning. Hey, so
Oh man, he used his full name.
hey, the ship repairs are done today. Are we sailing off?
Well, we have a little bit of business still. Shelt still needs to talk with somebody, but beyond that, I think we just need to gather everyone, finish up our business here, and we can be out of here as fast as possible.
You thinking hours, days? I need to have this stuff. We're gonna do some more shopping, but when do I need to be ready?
We'll say at the least, no. At the most, probably dawn tomorrow.
I mean, yeah, all right. I'll do a couple last minute shopping this morning. Check over the repairs. We'll finish paying the guy. We'll be ready in a couple hours, all the way through the morning.
All right.
I'll be here. And takes the pot that is the second pot and walks downstairs.
Knox chugs his coffee, and then he leaves behind the splint mail and grabs the chainmail for today.
Okay. Outfit change.
Well, going back to the shitty stuff that he wore before.
Right. Oh, this is stuff that's been kind of rinsed off, but not perfect.
Yeah, no. This is the stuff that he knows. I'm getting rid of this.
Okay. All right. So definitely a little bit of after smell, a little bit of mix of seafoam and salt, but otherwise just dirty chainmail. it seemed to have dried out over the night at least. But there is definitely some sewage pungentness coming off of it. I'm assuming you go back to the Flaming Spoon?
Yep.
Okay.
Chainmail in a bag until he can find some canvas clothes to put on.
Okay. So back at the Flaming Spoon, as you all are finishing up your breakfast, Nox will walk in holding a smelly canvas bag.
Hiya, Nox.
Morning.
Hey, Nox.
How's Anthony?
Well, he's learned sarcasm.
Oh, good. I'm glad for him.
Finally. I bet that comes real funny, real often.
Yes, hilarious.
Oh, look, you're using sarcasm too.
Maybe he learned it from you.
You know,
Maybe.
I wouldn't doubt that at this moment.
You know, you do really spend a lot of time around him. So, yeah.
So are we going back into the sewer today, guys? When are we getting paid?
Well, probably today when we go back
Hmm.
into the sewers and finish clearing our part. We still got to clear out that lightning lizard thingy.
Yes.
I mean, it's not safe to leave that down there. I mean, like,
Mhm.
I mean, what if workers need to go down there and repair something and they all get electrocuted and someone comes back to us? It's like, hey, why didn't you kill the lizard? And we're like, well, you didn't tell us to kill the lizard. Yeah.
What lizard?
You know which lizard.
No, I mean that's what we would tell them.
Either way, that needs to be taken care of today.
Yep, and then I recommend we also check out the South Sewer.
Why? We're not assigned.
Well, there's a monster that spits out the tentacle monsters in the South.
I'm sorry, come by that again?
A monster that births the tentacle monsters, like the ghouls. But not the ghouls.
What the fuck is up with this town?
Yes, I
Why are
I
there
hate this
monsters
town.
that create monsters?
I mean, first it was, beetles that can control the dead, and now this.
Mm.
And I thought them industrializing churches was bad.
At least they make good coffee.
Bum, bum, ba.
There's
So-
a plane overhead. I'm going to mute myself for a second.
So, what would you all like to do?
So are we going back? When do we plan on going back in?
Probably the sooner the better.
I'm with them right now, right?
You are. Everybody's together.
Okay. Yeah. I'll be back real quick, guys. And I leave to go take my nice fancy clothes off to get into my crappier clothes. Such we're going back down.
Okay. And these were the unwashed, crappier clothes.
No, they're the new ones because I bought just the
Oh,
generic
yeah. You
brown
did buy the
clothes.
adventuring.
Yeah.
All right. So you come out and it's a different style, but similar fatigue level gear, browns and greens. This one have cargo pockets.
This is more what I'm used to. Well, shall we get going, guys?
Do you mind if I make a quick pit stop? There's something I want to buy real quick.
Go for it.
What you want to get?
Sure.
I want to buy oil and lots of it.
Ah,
I'm going to go see a tailor about getting some crappier clothes and changes of clothes.
I'm gonna follow you because maybe they'll have some coveralls that I can afford.
Coveralls might work better than just wearing canvas bags. I don't know why I thought to wear canvas bags.
I mean, it works.
We also have to remember that we need to have money to pay for another bath.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
Don't fall in, you don't have to pay for the bath.
I still want a bath. It smells.
You know what? That's fair.
And that
Yeah.
smell doesn't come out of your hair without some soap.
It's true.
Yeah, I'm starting to regret the fact that I actually jumped in after you guys.
I'm
And all
starting to regret this is the job we chose.
You know, we could have just said, not our problem.
Like, why couldn't the monsters be like infesting like a resort or something? Why do
Or
they
a
all
field
got to
of-
be living in the sewers?
Right? Or a field of daisies would be nice.
I'd take a cave even, guys.
Oh, a cave would be definitely better than the field of daisies.
You know, there was this one time, my uncle told me about it. There was a band of gnolls that was inhabiting a dwarven bath city. It was great for them afterwards, but horrible cleanup.
What is the Dwarven Bath City like? I want to see one of those.
Is
You
it
know
just-
those hydrothermal vents? Imagine that warming a bath of water.
And we're walking, and we're talking, and
Okay.
we're walking, and we're talking.
So you walk back through the city, becoming more and more familiar with Macedon. You're making your way back to the southern gates. Which one?
Northern first.
Okay. You get to the northern gate and you see actually the same guards that were there this time yesterday. They turn to you as you approach and looks and says, "Oh, hello! Hey, welcome back. Good work in there yesterday. Didn't think we'd see you again, though."
Just need to finish up a bit in there.
Oh, no, it's fine. We already had a platoon go in there and sweep it up. They only found a single lizard. Took it out quite swift. Good work.
Okay, thank you.
Also,
you
does
know?
that mean we can get paid now?
Oh, yeah, if you're looking to get paid. They did deduct a fee for the lizard.
Of course they did.
Yeah.
Monsters.
But your report should be filed with the gentleman at the office now.
Well, that's helpful. We don't have to go back in the sewer.
I don't have to
Well-
smell bad.
You're forgetting in the other part of the sewer.
That's someone else's They took that contract. We took this contract. That's not our problem.
Let us have this little victory.
I mean, unless they
Alright.
want to pay us a bonus to clean up someone else's film.
Look at
Maybe,
ass.
maybe we should ask for a bonus because
Yeah.
I would also like to know what's creating them and what the hell they are. If we could learn anything from them.
Don't think there's like another one that creates the ones that makes the other ones.
Don't
Nope,
But you
nope,
know they
nope.
might.
Nope,
What-
nope. I'm not
Nope.
going in. I'm not going in.
No?
If we
Okay.
don't have to, I am not going back in those gross sewers.
But Joy, think of the knowledge we can gain.
Looks like you look like
I am
a lot
not
of
a gnome.
muscly
I don't
people.
care.
Look at you.
I'm not a gnome either, but I do care.
Joy, I'm with you. Also, if there's one of those things making the ghouls weren't hard to fight, but the big tentacle monsters, those are like dangerous. There's one of those just like fucking producing them. I don't know about all of you, but I like the whole waking up in the morning, having all my limbs, breathing the air thing.
Yeah. That sounds nice. I'd like to keep doing that.
Oh, you're
From
talking
the
about the tentacle monster mother thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey, yeah, no, Captain Steele took care of that this morning. He went down. I guess he just punched it to death.
Fuck.
There you go. See, I told you it was someone else's contract, someone else's problem. We
This
let them
kept-
handle it.
This Captain Steele sounds like a real hero.
That
Can I
Captain
roll a-
Steel sounds
I hope
terrifying.
so. Right? Yeah, we could get the hell out of here if he's not a good guy.
Can I roll a history on Captain Steele?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Is he like Chrolome Navy? Like,
Yeah,
could I
he is
potentially?
Chrolome Navy.
He also sounds like a monk.
Sounds like my brother.
He-
It is not allowing me access. There it is. Don't know why it took away my sheet. History.
Oh, wow. Okay, yeah. So Captain Steele is an up and comer in the Navy. He's known for taking his husband's last name because it was more badass than his own. He's known for being a
What was his
tavern.
old-
What's
What's
that?
his old last name?
It would have been Quirks.
Yeah, Captain Steele's definitely more
Yeah.
badass. That was the smart decision.
He's known for in his early youth being a tavern, kind of a tavern problem child brawler, and joining the Navy, getting accepted into the academy, working his way up, and he's second in command of the garrison here for Massenham.
Okay.
Nice.
Well, if Captain Steele is handling this, I think we're finished here.
Yeah.
Really.
Do we need any more supplies for the ship?
Extra clothes would be nice.
More coffee.
We're
Oh,
definitely going to
dear
need more
Lord.
coffee. I'm very sorry.
I'd like to find the nursery.
Wait,
We haven't been to a nursery yet.
wait. Let him finish that thought. What are you sorry about?
I might have taught him about alcohol and coffee.
You can do that.
Time out, what? I would have expected you, of all people, to know that.
Why did you teach a coffee addict how to make coffee, one, more addicting, and two, more debil? He's gonna keep putting alcohol in coffee, and he's gonna keep drinking it all day. And we need him to pilot the fucking ship.
Gonna die.
Except we don't.
Not really.
We don't need him to pilot the ship. That's between me and
the wheel.
Fair enough.
Like,
Fair enough.
he's a very nice soul, but you don't leave someone like him in charge of anything important.
He's a leader, not a driver.
I
He
think
has
you
a
don't
bit of
leave
an
someone like
addictive
him in charge
personality.
of anything. You don't need the important part, just anything.
No. You just tell. Oh, Captain, we really need some potatoes for the stew, or else the crew will starve. It is on you that we get those potatoes peeled by tonight.
Oh, he'd do it, yes. Yeah, no, he'd do it.
Is he really the captain at this point?
Well, of course he is.
Okay, just checking.
It's his ship, so nominally he is the captain.
Like a puppet captain.
He's just a figurehead.
Don't say puppet captain. It
Sounds like you have experience with that.
He's a figurehead of a captain.
Yeah, if we call him a puppet, it implies that we actually have any control over his actions.
Yeah, Lord knows we don't.
That's fair enough.
We can make suggestions, but that's about it.
I mean, it was an accident that I taught him about dwarvish. I was like, I want some alcohol in my coffee. He said, "Oh, you can do that." I said, "Yeah, it's called dwarvish cream." "Oh, how do you do that?" And I'm like, "Oh, let me pour." Oh, fuck, I've taught him.
Is there? I'm gonna turn to the guard and ask: is there a good nursery in town for plants?
You did see a place where they were selling plants, kind of like a home and garden.
Yeah.
Guys, do we still have that one cup on us?
Who has that
Oh,
cup? Who has that cup that we got that we're not supposed to have?
Oh, that would be me.
Makes sense.
Give it to the captain.
Tell him it's a nice fancy cup for his coffee and drink.
Oh, are you talking about the alcohol cup?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
That would be that'd be Nox. I thought you were meaning the one that said "Please return" the to-go cup.
Oh right, yeah, that one. Here, guys, let's walk back to the ship.
We have two cups we're not supposed to have, apparently.
Guys, and I'll start leading the way back to the ship.
Delving deep in the Forbidden Cup collection.
By the end of it, we just have enough cups. We have enough cups that we recreate the end of the Last Crusade. And it's like,
Choose wisely.
We've poisoned all of the cups. One of them
Except
won't
one.
kill you. Which one?
Oh, did my Navy fatigues get washed with my clothes, by the way?
Yeah.
Cool. It's just another trophy.
Yeah, all the equipment you had was cleaned.
I think 2 out of 6 of us are hoarders.
I just had this idea pop in my head now of just Jabo sitting there at the end of the world in the Templar garb, like
Choose wisely.
Got his big fucking chains across his chest in this Templar garb.
All right, guys, I'm going to the garden shop.
Have fun.
You get
Any-
to the garden shop, and there is in fact a garden gnome
Of course.
behind the counter. It's shelves of potted plants, long rows of potted plants, some young saplings and trees, and a little old lady gnome who looks up as you enter and says, "Oh, hello. What can we do for you here?"
I'm looking for watch root. Do you have any?
Oh, we got some watch root. We got the seeds and we got the plants. You look for the seeds, or you look for the plants.
How much are the seeds?
Let's see, three copper per seed packet. That'll be about 2 dozen seeds. Spread them out well, or you can get a pre-plant already done. 1 silver per pot.
I'll take 2 packets of seeds, please.
2 packets of seeds. That's 6 copper.
That. Do you got any? I'm gonna be on a boat for a while. Do you got anything that can that would be good for not being bored? That I could grow, like something that might be a challenge.
You know, there's these things. I mean, we could just get you lots of plants. Lots of plants keep me from being bored. But really, I hate to say it though, you can only give so much attention to one plant each day before you run out of things to do.
That's true. The watch route is important because I can't see in the dark. But how about what about something that would help with being seasick, in case anybody on the crew gets seasick?
Oh, you're looking for something to settle the stomach. Well, first off, I recommend bread. Bread does a really good job. Unfortunately, I don't sell bread here, but what we do have is some mint leaves. Add this to a beverage of your choice. It kind of soothes you down for a little bit. Can be addictive. Don't put too much at a time. Definitely don't mix with anything already previously addictive. It will only enhance the addictiveness of the substance.
Coffee.
Can I take do you have mint plants?
We do have some mint seeds, mint plants. 3 silver for the mint seeds, and 3 copper for the mint seeds, 1 silver for the plants and the pots. We also sell water by the gallon.
That might be a good thing to have because the water on the ocean is salty. I'll take. Shoot, how many copper are in a silver?
10.
I'll take 2 of the watch root seeds, 1 of the mint seeds, and then 1 each of the plants.
She does quick math. So 2, 1, and 1. 3 plus 3 plus 3 is 9 plus 2.9. Well, yeah, 2 silver, 9 copper.
And I will just give her 3 silver.
She takes it, so organizes the seeds, the pots, and hands you them in a little tote. It says, anything else we can help you here with?
No, I think that's everything. Thank you so much.
Have a lovely day there. And she waves as you depart. Anything else anybody else would like to do in the city of Macedon?
I'm gonna try to buy some oil flasks
Okay.
for some fun rainy day.
Those are fairly easy to come by. The first place you find oil flasks is just kind of in this hardware store of farming implements and general knickknacks. Oil flasks themselves run. Let's see. Containers. We'll just go with 2 copper per flask.
Oh, okay. Sure, why not? I'll buy a gold dwarf.
Okay.
Oh,
You leave out of there with a large box of a large bag of small oil flasks.
50.
Sure, why not?
Jesus.
Let's go.
Okay.
Bag of oil.
Bag of oil. Oh wait, nope. Sorry, there's the actual flask I was looking for. 1 silver apiece.
So that went from 50 to 10.
Yeah, my bad.
From 50 to 10.
You have 10.
I'm fine with 10. Actually, you know what? I'll spend 2 gold then.
Okay. Finally
20
found
is a
my
good
source.
number.
Let's keep our things consistent. Okay, so you have 2 gold then worth of, so 20 flask, and it's still a bag, a heavy burlap bag that they threw in, and yeah, they're clanking along. You have a highly flammable.
Highly flammable substances is fine. It's a great plan.
It is a great plan.
Hope there aren't any house fires nearby.
Kia. Joy.
Yeah, I think
Go ahead.
I need to get some crossbow bolts.
Okay. Crossbow bolts. Just pull up my equipment here. So, bolts themselves, a bundle of 20 of them comes to a gold.
Okay. I'll take 2.
Okay. It's 40 bolts. Anything for Shelton?
I mean, I would like to go another walk around the shops and stuff and see if I can finish out the beginnings of that disguise kit I was able to put together before.
Easy enough. You have for another. How much was it? How much did you spend already on the disguise kit?
Oh, I should have written down how much I spent already. I expected this to be dealt with a few episodes ago, but stuff got busy.
That's fair.
Nox, do we have a way on the ship to filter salt out of water?
No, I was going to get to that when it got to my turn.
Okay,
Boiling it?
No, brewer's tools.
Brewers. Oh yeah, okay.
Because I have proficiency, and proficiency lets me boil water and get water out of it. I can purify. Let me pull up Xanathars.
We'll say the last year disguise kit is 5
I think
gold.
I have purify
gold?
water as a spell.
Cool.
Hold on.
I also have create water. So
Yeah,
between the priest and the druid, we have plenty of water. God damn it. Sources.
I can freeze water as a cantrip.
There.
I don't currently have it, but I can take it. I just need to commune with nature.
Yeah, it's just a long rest. Where the fuck is it? Proficiencies. There it is. I'm just dumb. Jesus Christ, am I dumb?
You looking for proficiencies for turning salt water into water?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
That's a very complex thing. Let's see.
Brewer's tools, potable water. Your knowledge of brewing enables you to purify water that would be otherwise undrinkable. As part of a long rest, you can purify up to 6 gallons of water, or 1 gallon as part of a short rest.
Can you purify salt water?
It just says purify water that would be otherwise undrinkable.
Yeah, I know. But the difference between potable water and water that's not potable is just dirt and disease and filth. It's not the process of unsalting water. Can salt water be drinking water? Turns out a kind of process called desalination. Process of dissolved minerals, blah,
Which
blah,
is
blah, blah,
essentially
blah,
just
blah.
boiling it and leaving the salt behind as you collect the water that melts.
We
Boils.
wouldn't. Yeah,
Oh,
it would be. It's
salt.
just basically just a still. You run it through a still.
Which
I-
of course, brewer supplies would be a still.
I'll give you one of those here for a plot, like a full distilling desalination set.
Well, I'm trying to get brewer's supplies, which is the tool.
Right. I'm
Are you gonna-
separating brewing supplies from.
With desalination?
Yep.
All right, then I guess we're just going to do create water on the ship.
Okay.
Okay.
And I'll just take
We'll need
brewer supplies.
containers.
Yeah, we'll need barrels. But with brewer supplies, I can create water and then turn that into alcohol for us.
Well, you ate 10 gallons at a time
It doesn't specify in brewer's tools.
for create water.
That'll be
For-
great
for-
for morale.
Create water, it's 10 gallons per spell slot. Currently, I can make 30 gallons at a time with a single spell slot.
Make that water.
If I go for third.
It'd be really good water too. Zero
Yeah, 'cause-
contaminates.
Yeah, it'd be pure H2O.
Welcome,
Trying to
Spoopy.
sell a druid water.
Try those pile points. They do things like this. All right. So Shelt finishes this guy's kit. Nox gets the brewing kit. Jabo, anything you want to do before you go?
No. Yeah, get some arrows. Yeah. So,
Okay.
Probably buy another 100.
So for 100 arrows ends up being 1 gold for 20, so 5 gold.
Okay.
Oh wait, shit. One other thing. Could I just get some plants that maybe, if you extract bits from them are, a little just very poisonous?
Very poisonous plants.
Belladonna.
Give me
Belladonna
a investigation check.
That's fair enough.
Actually, no idea if belladonna even exists in this world.
Okay, let me go to my...
Oh yeah, I was adding the things I bought to my equipment list.
So you spend some time looking around the city and trying to get a sense on whether this is something you could find, and without making it super obvious. Without any luck, you end up returning to the ship. When you see stuffed in the corner, Steven's leftover drug bag.
Of course.
So I could dig through that. I could offer to buy stuff off him.
That would be nice.
I'll dig through that. See, oh god, is it gonna be all the mixed together horrible shit?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh yeah, I'll look through that to see if there's anything I know I could distill poison out of.
So at this point, every single thing in here is mixed. And you think if you maybe spend some time with Steven, you might be able to figure out what a dose of everything mixed into one might be worth or might cause.
Yeah, and I have a poisoner's kit, so that should help us with that too.
Absolutely. These we'll say for time's sake and all, this is 50 units of or doses of poison.
Okay, 50 doses. Oof,
It's mixed together in this bag, yeah.
nice.
You might have to do some work in grinding or blending, adding water, whatever, but you get 50 uses out of it. And the effects will have some variability. But most of them very dangerous.
Yeah, I'll when it's time to head out, that's what I'll work on with him.
Okay. All right, so go ahead,
I forgot to get 2 very important things: cartographer's tools and navigator's tools.
All right.
Okay.
We need those, don't we?
Yep.
You notice when you're doing an inventory of the ship that there is a new table with a map, and those tools already exist.
Okie dokie. Perfect.
Is the same case true for medical supplies?
There's a stack of bandages, so basic, minor, and major. So 5 minor, 5 major, of those healer kits we talked about. So basic bandages, some herbs, some ointments.
Is this in addition to what we've covered before, or is this new? Or is this the old stuff?
What did we have before?
I can pull up the...
Yep.
Give me a second.
We'll say in addition to, whatever that is, and we'll figure out that number. Kia, your arm, the purple, right past the elbow, the plant that you need to recover is far to the north in the treacherous cold islands, and none of you have any cold weather gear.
Oh, guys, we need
Yeah,
furs. We need furs.
I was going to get to that after.
We should go get paid.
For
Oh, yes.
Yeah, were we about to leave without getting
wait.
paid?
We were about to leave.
No.
without getting
Oh
paid.
no, no! I assumed we were gonna do that right before
We
left.
were about to continue shopping without getting
Okay, that's what we were doing.
No,
Okay.
no, it's this. Sorry, I can't read my own writing.
I have the numbers from before, Tom. It says 12:30.
Yeah, I literally just can't read English.
Oh.
And by English, I mean numbers.
Tomlish? You can't read
I
Tomlish?
can't read Tomlish. Correct.
So, where are you going next?
Get paid, I guess.
Yeah, we should all gather up and go
let's
go meet Snatch.
All right, give me.
I thought his name was Cinderblock.
It's
Ban-
Bandersnatch.
That's right.
It's
Ew.
both of those things.
Greased back. One
Let's
second,
see.
need to.
I
my
like
notes on
look at
this.
him and like kind of cock my head. Like,
Bandersnatch Cinderblock. Let's
It's my-
go.
no,
back
the
to
first
Hayden.
one, whatever the first one is, we'll take.
Hey, you're back. Hey, welcome back there, friends. Looks like you were alive. You don't smell like sewage. Good. You took a shower before coming to see me. That's nice. A bath.
A bath.
A
It is
bath.
necessary.
Yeah, we got the report back this morning from the Navy. They says good work on the job there. In fact, almost perfect. Took a small fee away. For the lizard, they cleaned up. They overcharged a bit, though, if you really ask me. But it is $750. He walks over, pulling out a small bag. He begins to count coins, looking over at a bill as he fills it with 750 gold coins. And hands it to you.
100 each and 150 towards our ship budget.
Sounds good.
Fair enough.
Sounds about right.
Sounds perfect.
That's something we're going to need to take care of. We're going to need a safe box.
How much do we owe on the boat, Casey?
For the repairs, you already paid
Mhm.
that.
Oh,
You
We already
already
paid all
subtracted that and give it to Piles.
We just now have a 150 gold budget for later things.
that's
For
good.
supplies and all that sorts of stuff. Who's gonna keep track of our ship budget?
It's a good
Hi.
question.
Quartermaster can take care of that.
I was actually gonna nominate you if you didn't nominate yourself, so that works.
I've already got a spreadsheet for all this shit.
Oh,
Hey. So he's just gonna stand. Yeah, hi guys. Thanks for the. I mean, you can stand here. I haven't had a lot of company in a while, but
Thanks, Cinderblock.
Do I?
yeah, don't worry about it, Shalt. Hey, there's some information out there. There's a pretty big bounty, open bounty on some pirates. You hitting the water anytime soon?
Yeah, we're just about to be selling out. Can't guarantee we'll be able to handle that, but I could at least take a look.
Yeah, sure. So this is there's an island up in the north. There was some settled in some pirates. Seems like the captain's made enough trouble for the Navy there. They put 10,000 gold pieces on his head.
That might be too much for 10.
He's surrounded by other pirates and kind of his own miniature fortress there. I'd be careful. It's a thing. There is a reason it's 10,000 gold pieces, but they say he's got an armory, and you get first dibs on the armory if you bring back most of it.
do you know the pirate's name?
Yeah, it's Rakasha the Rakasha. He's not very clever.
Can I history check this?
You may. So there are a handful of infamous pirates out there. Bounties on them all are open and continuous, much like this one. But they usually the most prestigious. We're talking fleets of ships, right? They are more than one ship antagonizing people. Rakasha is an up-and-comer. He's got one boat. He's got a small settlement in one of the islands, in one of the jungle islands in the sea to the north. But beyond that, you don't know much more.
All right.
He said Rakasha the Rakasha, right?
Yes.
Rakasha.
Can I religion check that?
Is he missing an S there?
That's what I'm wondering.
Look, you can pick on my pronunciation all day.
I'm-
Rakasha?
Okay,
Rakshasa.
because there is
Rakasha?
there is an
Rakasha.
extra SA. Because it's a three
hello.
syllable. You're only
Rakasha?
pronouncing two.
Rakasha. Yeah, Rakshasha. It's a cat. It's a goddamn lion, guy.
I knew
yeah.
exactly what it was because of Magic the Gathering.
It's Rakasha the Rakshasha.
Okay. If that's the case, we're not touching that mission.
Why not? Be great plan.
We're not touching the mission.
Yeah, anything that they're willing to pay us 10,000 gold for, we're not able to handle that quite yet.
As a priest, it is my duty to inform you. Rakshasa does not mean good things.
What about the Rakshasa?
Hey guys, I'm not saying you got to take it. I'm just helping, you know. I'm an
No,
informa-
yeah, no.
Yeah, I can stop giving you the information.
No. This is nothing against
I
you.
feel like I'm personally being attacked right now.
No, this is nothing against you. This is a group meeting sort of thing. I do actually appreciate you telling us about this.
We're just.
I think I need dirt, guys. I forgot to get dirt at the nursery.
I was about to make a joke that you should just scrape off your clothes from yesterday, but you cleaned them.
I would say if we're in the area, we at least take a look. We don't have to get too close.
I'm with Key on that one. I don't know why, but your hesitations made me interested.
To be honest, I'm
gold made me interested.
I'm kind of itching for a fight. I taught Squishy some new combat tricks. I'm kind of really looking to try them out.
Just as a sort of rule,
And we're walking
when-
and we're talking.
when a name appears in our holy scriptures as an enemy, I don't take that lightly.
Maybe he's a liar and he's really just a lying cat.
What if he's a tabaxi?
He's a tabaxi who's like reversed his hand.
Cinderblock, though, we are planning to head more north along the western continent on our ship eventually. Do you know of anything that way we should look out for? We're probably going to be following that coast more than anything.
So I'd say stay away from the coasts on either side. The Sonalis' territory has been getting a little more violent. It's extending into the oceans, maybe right up the middle. If you go too far to the west, you're gonna run into a lot of Ektoon's territory and Robads. They're not in good relations at the moment. Things are heating up. Yeah, it's right down the middle.
Right down the middle. All right. Thank you. And yeah, thanks for the work. If I'm in town, I'll stop by and say hi again.
Yeah, we'll keep you noted. As we haven't had so much work these days around here. The Navy's been taking care of most of it, but fortunately for you, things got real bad. I mean, unfortunately for those who
wouldn't say that was fortunate in the least.
It's you know what, fine. You know what, between the bounty hunters and the grave diggers, you know, we profit sometimes over the misery of others. I get it. You know, takes.
Yeah. Life being dangerous is profitable.
Yeah, danger. That's me. I live it. I'm kidding. That's all you. I just sit here behind the desk. Good work for you. Good for you. Good. Yeah, absolutely.
Now we can be walking in with
And we're walking. I need to get some dirt, guys. And I really use some big, strong people to help me carry it back to the boat.
Yeah, I'll help you, Joy.
Sweet, thanks so much.
She'll give you the dirt for free. She'll sell you a wheelbarrow for a gold.
Done.
Okay. She'll load up a wheelbarrow with some dirt.
As for the rest of us, I believe we should go get some thicker, warmer clothing.
I'm adding my pay to my account, and ding, I'm rich.
All right. So we'll go ahead and handle the clothes real quick. So essentially, it comes down to 10 gold per person for a full cold weather outfit. This includes parka, toques, thicker layered pants and undershirts. But it is an expensive purchase, and the only colors are white or blue.
What shade of blue?
I would like blue as well.
A good bright Chrolome blue.
I'll take the white.
It's a Chrolome cup brand.
I guess I'm stuck with the white. I can try it later.
Yeah, I'll take the white.
Okay.
White.
White.
Oh, am I the
Is
only
there
one
any
going blue?
place
Chester gets the.
I'll go blue too.
Is there
Yeah,
any
thanks,
place
Jago.
I can get
I was a little
fabric dye?
self-conscious.
Have we gotten?
I saw your self-conscious. Like, oh, I'll join you, buddy.
What was
we
that,
get
Kia?
close?
Is there any place that I could possibly get some what's it called? Fabric dye.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll say a
Yeah,
gold.
Cool.
we could just go out into the woods and find some, you know.
This is faster. Yeah, I'll drop a couple gold to get my color scheme.
Okay. Yeah, it'll take some time, and you'd have to be really careful because not all this material soaks well, but you could do it.
Cool.
Side note: do they sell like masks or anything like that?
This is a big enough city that just about anything you want you could find. If you're looking for masks, particularly, you're gonna see some plain white ones, some plain black ones, a couple of wooden ones carved to be various demons. What kind of mask are you looking for?
You know, I hadn't thought that far ahead, but those demon ones sound kind of cool.
There's definitely like a tuxedo mask. It's got the little.
Oh my god.
And that's not the one I want. I like the idea of either more tribal-y one or one of the demon ones. Those sound kind of cool.
All right, so you have a pair that kind of a goat demon, big horns that curl back and around. That one's more pricey. Then you have some that are more simplistic, fanged, mean-looking features, and then one that reminds you a lot of a. Let me pull up my notes. A fanged, big eyebrowed version of Black Fist.
I'll buy that one.
Okay.
I'll buy that one. I want to buy 2 of the weird Angry Fist ones.
The Angry Fist ones.
I say Angry Fist, but I mean Angry Fang ones.
Okay. The ones that look like Black Fist.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, they're only silver a piece.
Sweet. I will take those. 3 demon masks. 3 Oni masks.
Yeah, they definitely look like a mix of Oni and human, mid-transformation kind of look. All right. Anything else anybody else wants to buy? You know the ship has how much food do we have on the boat?
Let me pull it up. We have enough comfortable meals for 63 days.
Okay. Yeah, 2 months, 60 days, 63 days, whatever we figure out our calendar is worth of food and coffee, alcohol.
And yeah, no, I spent my 10 gold for the cold weather gear. Okay, I'm good.
Oh, I didn't spend that yet. Nox is going to try and get an extra set of clothes from the Lilyhammer just because he needs extra clothes.
And you want to go see your girlfriend?
Shut up.
That's one we could definitely role play as you walk in the door. She turns to you, and it is the same dwarven woman. She says, "Hey, you're back. What can we do for you?"
Just some extra clothes in case going on a longer voyage needs some extra clothes.
Oh, it's a shame. Too bad you're about to leave so soon. Extra clothes. Yeah, we might be able to come up with something. It'll take me about a day, though, if you're going to stay the night. No, I'm pulling your leg. We got it right here. And she looks a little taken aback and begins to ring you up some clothes. You looking for the same colors?
Well, yeah, they work well.
I think a good purple would work in your favor, too.
I think so. Yeah, why not throw it in?
Ah, good purple. All right, we'll give you the friends and family discount here. Putting out some good fashion. Got to keep those dwarves fashioned up. Can't have you walking around looking like a bum, can we? This plus this, I'll come out to gold and a half.
Okie doke. And he lays the gold down on the counter.
Okay.
I forgot. I need studded leather. I haven't upgraded my armor yet.
Studded leather's easy enough. 1 second. Equipment page. Oh, apparently I didn't keep it in that page. Boom.
It's
Yes.
45 gold pieces.
Absolutely, and that's the price you'll find.
What if I trade in my old regular leather?
They'll give you 5 gold for it.
Alright, so 40 gold.
Mhm.
Still leather. Alright, thank you.
Okay. Any other purchases anyone would like to make? All right.
I think we're good.
Okay. Well, on that, we're going to take a short 10-minute break, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll be back, and we'll continue this adventure.
Woohoo!
Woo.
Eight.
Is it off?
I hope that got on there.
It didn't. It didn't get on there.
It didn't.
Eventually, he's gonna get smart and he's gonna hold it so all of our comments go through, and then he's gonna click it.
At the end of the episode,
never
your
hold it
comments
that long.
are gold, and I make sure we let them go through, but sometimes in the beginning. Ooh, wait, what is this emote? Is this joy and 2 shelts?
Yes.
Heck yeah.
That's some fan fiction.
That's I'm in.
Oh,
He's a wizard, so he.
So wait,
Let's do this right.
Hester and Alter Self Shelt, looking both like Shelt. That's what I'm getting from that.
Oh man.
I made a joy
I don't mean to
sandwich.
ruin your fantasy, Connor, but I don't know Alter Self.
I mean,
Justin does not know.
But
Shelt
you
has to
will.
be in the middle
You will.
of a Shelt witch.
You're right.
I mean, come on. Being able to turn your fists into weapons as a wizard is sort of cool.
I'm sorry. How does that work?
you can alter yourself to give yourself claws.
Oh.
Rock fist.
1d6 plus 1.
Ooh,
Plus your strength or dex, I think.
that sounds kind of cool, actually. Yeah, but my strength is terrible, so you know.
It's D&D. All right. D&D Beyond. So everybody's spent some time stocking up, getting supplies, getting your cold weather supplies, your food for 63 days, your medicine. I think we said it was 20 minor plus 5, so 25, and 15 major medicines, dirt, some flowers, things to grow. And as you get back to the ship, Steven's sitting there, staring off past the pier, past you as you approach, and you catch him a bit by surprise. He shakes his head. Oh, hey guys, hey, sup?
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 Hi.
Hey. No, what's up? Really though, what are we doing?
Nox just walks off, not even answering him.
Ah, that's
think
cool,
we're-
man.
I think we're getting ready to go.
Yeah, we're about to sit show. I can't wait. You
I had
ready,
my
Squishy?
arms full of plants.
Hey,
We're not leaving. Sorry,
Hey?
I come back in. We're not leaving right away. I gave Anthony until dawn.
Well, we can
I
bump.
bet
we
he'll
can-
leave early if we don't want to.
hey, I there was somebody watching our ship, guys. I'm
Watching
getting,
our ship.
I'm getting like narc thoughts here, man. He's just paying a lot of attention to our ship.
I wouldn't. That's weird. What do you look like?
He's far away.
Could
He
you
looks
could you
far
show
away.
us exactly where he's at?
Oh, yeah, he's right over. And he looks past you again where you're staring off, and he goes, "Oh, he ain't there anymore."
Great.
That's wonderful.
I'm getting like, bad vibes. Maybe we
Yeah, we gotta go now, is what you're saying. I understand.
Well, wouldn't we look suspicious if we left now?
But we're on the
Is,
water.
is
Doesn't matter,
Anthony?
right?
Is Anthony even on the boat?
We'll find Anthony.
I
Why
haven't.
would we look suspicious if we left now? We finished repairs and we finished our job. This is like the time people usually leave.
That's true.
Yeah, and we only paid for 3 days.
Exactly. We leave. That's kind of what
Maybe
we do.
it was the guy that. Maybe it's the guy we paid, and he's just
It's-
waiting to see if we go over our day limit, so he can
And then-
charge us for
yeah.
another day.
Exactly. And hit us for a fee for
Yeah.
staying too late.
Maybe
Well,
that's
either
it.
way, we should probably leave then.
Yeah.
I'm
I've
gonna.
been walking the boat behind them, like after leaving the scene. Do I see Anthony on board?
Oh yeah, he is on board. He's making coffee,
Of course he is.
and he's not doing so well making the coffee. He's, he put the pot in. He's having problems lining it up, and he's stumbling, and he falls over onto the ship, holding on to the pot. It doesn't break, but it does spill coffee onto him, and he's standing up again, shouting about, hot, oh, and he's drunk.
Docs, you haven't given him a cup yet, have you?
No, I have not.
Oh, that's my cup that you guys were talking about. I just wanted to leave in front of the city guard while we were talking about illegal magic artifacts.
Yeah.
So we were standing directly in front of city guard.
I didn't say it was magic, I just said a cup.
Yeah, but talking about cups we're not supposed to have, and it is magic, so you don't. It's better to not risk us all being hung in the middle of the city. Is generally my operating form. But you didn't do anything wrong, Jimbo. I'm not yelling at you. I'm yelling at someone else in the party.
Steven leans in real close, puts his head in the middle of the group, and goes, "Ooh, somebody's not good at secrets."
That's not true at all. I'm great at secrets.
Oh yeah?
You are one of the people I was yelling at, Troy.
Yeah, but I didn't say it was a magical cup, so.
Shelter.
I thought it was the slippy cup.
Cold bucket of water or magical equivalent of cold bucket of water?
Cold ocean of water.
Cold ocean of water. Okay.
What?
Just
No,
like-
You can't throw a drunk person into the ocean.
Not.
Don't drop
grab-
his entire self. Just like
No, I'm gonna hold him by his ankles and. That looked very awkward over my camera.
Okay, so give me an opposed athletics check.
Can I at least
This would
assist
be
him?
so much easier
If
if
you
you
would
just
like.
let me create water
Yes.
over this top of his head.
I'm assisting him.
What's your athletics look like, Jabo?
Oh, I think I have a +5.
Oh, okay, I will be assisting you then because I've only got a +3.
Okay.
I swear to God, if you guys drop him in, I'm gonna be
Oh, I
so
have a
upset.
+4, but
You
still.
have a +4. Okay.
Okay.
Did it roll 2 of them?
You managed to do it so well that he doesn't resist until you've got him by the ankles, and then he's trying to grab onto your ankles.
Oh, silly, you can't reach me.
And you do dunk him in into the water.
How long are we supposed to wait again?
Pull him back up. Pull him back up.
Up.
He lets out a, "Ugh! Oh, hey, what are we doing, guys? I don't want to play
One
anymore."
more dunk. One more dunk.
Is he? Oh, okay.
Bubbles.
Back up again.
All right. Yeah. Is he done? Is he cured? Is this how this works? I've never done.
Anthony,
this
how many
before.
fingers am I holding up?
Oh, fuck. What the
That's-
hell's going on,
That's
guys?
the worst medicine checks I've ever seen in my life.
Your captain
Well,
says, "Put me down."
Normally, when I do this stuff, people are supposed to answer questions.
Put
I've never
me
done
down,
it
put me
to
down, put me
fix
down,
things.
put me
Yep.
And he starts, day vomiting, day drinking, day vomiting. And he turns over onto the pier and starts letting loose into the water.
Nox, Jabo, that's on you to clean up.
Yeah, I'm not
It's
even
on the
gonna.
docks, it's not on our boat.
Oh.
Yeah. What? Did you think I was going to do this on the ship?
I mean, you can still clean it up.
It's the docks. They've seen worse things. The beggars come here and shit on the docks every evening.
what?
We could ask Steven about that.
The beggars come here to shit
Whoa.
at night.
Wait.
That's an
What
interesting.
do I know
life.
about shitting beggars?
Did you see? Have you seen any?
Are you saying that dude was a shitting beggar? I don't get it.
No. Have you seen any beggars shitting on the docks?
Oh man. Wait, yeah, actually.
Maybe
I
we.
mean, they didn't mean nothing by it. You know, you gotta shit, man. That's just life.
Hey, Anthony.
Huh? Yeah.
I think we might be ready to go early. Our job was done when we got there. They paid us and everything.
I thought I had until the morning.
Oh, did you get any of the things you needed to do finished?
What were those things again?
I don't know. What were they?
Okay, time out.
Time out.
Magical bucket of water. Like, slap him across the face with a lesser restoration.
Oh, okay. Yeah. As you bring your hand across it, it glows in a radiant light, and you slap him or touch him.
It's a light pat on his face.
Okay, that's fair. And he puts his hand up in protest, and then you hit him, and his eyes, his pupils, they clear up. He stands up straight for a moment and goes, "Well, that's no fun. I put a lot of work into that."
I don't.
Yes, all the things are done. They were done yesterday. We're ready to go.
Yeah, apparently some shady people might be watching us, so probably good to leave now.
Oh, did they have red hoods?
Steven, do they have red hoods?
Oh no, there's no hoods, man. There's nope, no hoods. Just one person, not many.
Slap him too.
But no, man, don't touch me. I paid a lot for this.
Hey, speaking of that, Steven, you got any seeds on you? As I'm standing there with a wheelbarrow full of dirt and a bunch of plants.
Oh, hey. I like that. I bet if we open up the bag and do some sorting, we could find some seeds.
We should do that.
Which bag?
The bag, man.
The bag.
Oh, that bag. See,
a
I
li-
actually wanted to talk to you about that, Steven.
It's a little chaotic right now.
Yeah, no, I took a look at the bag earlier.
Oh, yeah, man. What about?
I think we could do some interesting stuff with the bag.
Me too, man. I like what you're talking about.
I mean murder.
Well, I got a desk.
All right.
I got a desk down below in the infirmary, and a place where I can start planning things. So why don't we go sort it down there?
I mean, guys, they're just shitting on the docks, man. You don't need to kill them.
What are you talking about?
The shitting
The
beggars.
beggars.
You can't just murder people for
We're not
pooping.
murdering anyone. What?
Come on.
Steven, what are you talking about?
You
What
ma-
word did you just not
He's
understand?
making poison for murder.
He's not gonna
Yeah.
murder the hobos.
I'm gonna murder,
I don't know if that makes it better.
Bad guys.
Ooh,
I
that makes
I
it
mean,
better.
like murder criminals. Like,
Wait.
pirates.
Am I a bad guy?
It's
No.
not.
Carry on the ship.
Does it really count as murder if you took it as a job?
I mean, it's just paid murder. I mean, legally, no, it
Legal-
doesn't count as
it-
murder, but like, it's
it's
paid.
legalized.
Morally,
It's legalized
kinda
murder.
gray.
Whoa,
Yes.
wait. Can you legalize murder?
You can if the
Temporarily.
government
But then is it
tells you to.
murder anymore?
That's what I'm saying, Steven.
But you said
Let's-
murder.
Well, I know.
I mean,
But
the
execution
question
sound
is-
better.
Man,
The
drugs.
question is like,
Assassination. I think
Look,
at that point it's
look.
called
The
assassination.
definition of murder is just
We are
killing
really
another human
setting
being.
legalization back decades right now.
You set legalization back centuries just by existing.
Ooh, we're
So
having a
mean.
riff off.
I don't think that's
give
true.
me an intimidation check,
Anyways,
Knox.
Oh, that was okay.
he didn't mean it, Steven. Doesn't know what he's talking about.
Crit fail.
Oh. That hits Steven
The one
hard.
time I roll well with charisma.
He stops and he says, "Oh man, really?
Oh no, Steven. You're
hurt
fine.
him.
Fuck, man.
No, no, Steven. Steven,
You're
it's
alive.
it's people
trying to-
like you that make it so that legalization will one day be absolute and
Just trying to be inclusive, man,
Worldwide.
and not murder people. And maybe I shit on the pier every once in a while, man. But that doesn't make me a bad person."
Oh, so it was you who was shitting on the pier.
That's the name of this episode going to be shitting on the pier.
I hope not.
Demonetization already. Right here. Not that I'm even monetized. Doesn't matter.
oh,
Okay. So the captain, Anthony, starts looking at the ropes that lead to the sails and starts looking at the wheel, and he says, "All right, let's do these things and get us out of here, right? Like, you unwind this one and you turn that one. And then where are we going? I have a map. Let's go to the map. We have a map now, guys."
Yes, let's go to that map.
did anybody get Anthony clothes for the cold weather?
Oh,
Did anyone get Steven clothes for the cold weather?
Oh.
Oh. Oh.
You know what? I forgot to get clothes for myself for the winter.
How? We all went together.
Shopping trip. All right.
You
How
all
much?
go ahead. I'll start working on things around here.
I'll look over the map then.
All right.
I'm going to plant my things.
Okay. So we'll handle one thing at a time. Needless to say, we don't need to get to the buying of the clothes. Jabo and Steven and the captain all have 10 gold to put down.
I also get something for Squishy.
Okay. Yeah, he's going to be pretty tropical. So it's probably a series of blankets for the ship, as well as I don't know if there's anything automatic. We'll say if you spend 10 gold for him, you'll find frogs suitable.
Otherwise, I buy extra blankets and like tie them to him, like around his legs and stuff. Make it work.
You'll find something that works enough. Some orc size gear. Kia, you get down to the map. You start plotting the course. Give me a navigation check with your navigation tools.
Okay. Would that be intelligence?
Yes, we'll go with that.
Okie doke. Actually, I have to pull up the character sheet on Roll20 because I am an idiot.
I don't know if we need a team Freed the Poo, but I like the thought.
It's already trending. It's been typed a couple times.
Oh no! It's on Twitter.
Free the poo.
All right.
I don't contribute a lot, but what I do is gold.
Oh wow, that's a roll. That's a roll, guys.
Woo.
All right. So we
immediately run into a lighthouse.
you know that once you could follow the islands up the middle, and if you're looking at the map now, you can see them. But once you get out of there, it's a large sea between you and the islands to the north, and it's going to be essentially like pulling back an arrow and hoping you hit the bullseye. You can make it to the end of the islands, but you're going to have to roll again and again and again to make it to the islands with that. You don't have a good idea what the weather looks like or the water patterns, but you're hoping that once you get there, you can make more sense of it. Now, it is 1,000 miles, and it will take 2 weeks.
Okie dokie.
Well, he has 60 days of food, so.
Mm-hmm. Hey, thank you, Spoopy, for the gift sub. And Roll with Advantage followed me on Twitter the other day, and I was like, what's up? Was it Twitter? I think it was Twitter.
It was Twitter. I think Twitter.
Thanks for joining the crew.
Yeah.
All right, so with that being said, you get all your stuff together. Joy, you get your plant set up in your medical office?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I move into part of your medical office.
Guys, yeah,
Or where's the
you and
desk?
Steven can, it's in the corner.
That map of the ship again, please.
Yeah, we can pull that up.
Guys, what do you think the likelihood is of one of those chaos bomb plants taking over the ship?
If
I-
we had one, if you'd left it alone for like a couple of days, you would probably sink this thing.
What have you been doing with you took some clippings? You don't have the plant, right?
I don't have any of the clippings or the plant or the flowers. I have seeds in my pocket and a cement pot.
Okay, got it.
Well, I mean, we've seen what it can do.
This is true. But have we seen what it can do?
I mean, that's logic.
I would say that we need something to keep it completely contained. That's not mundane.
Do you think so my cement pot's probably not enough?
Probably.
I think it would probably just burst through that and consume us all.
What did the boy have? What did the boy have it in?
Just a regular pot, but the roots were growing out of it on like a really fast basis.
I've got an idea. How about we put it on the roost, the thing up there, so we can see it come. Yeah, crow's nest. So we can see it if it gets a little too crazy.
Okay, but we need the crow's nest.
We need someone in the crow's nest spotting things.
Yeah.
I think
Does
Joy
it take
has
up
the
the
right
whole crow's
idea.
nest?
It would by the time we saw it coming down.
Well, I mean, guys, it was doing just fine when I gave it daily care. If we're gonna leave the ship for more than a couple of days, I could always take it off the ship.
And then
That
we'd be a
sounds
walking
so
target.
dangerous.
Well, I don't have to take it with me. I just take it off the ship. Like, I'm not even worried about throwing it off the ship if we need to get rid of it. I've got seeds to start it again. I just want to see what it can do.
Oh.
I think Joy has the right idea. I think this is definitely something we can experiment with. There might be something to this.
And we're safer to experiment with it than on a moving ship.
True.
A mountain keep high above the clouds, where you can hire people to burn it, or just have lightning to get rid of it.
Are you suggesting we befriend giants?
No, we don't have a mountain. Okay, we have water between us and our destination.
Casey, can you tell me how many seeds I have so I can make an accurate inventory?
For the Chaos Flyer?
Yeah.
Wait, what if
16.
Okay.
bear with me on this one. What if when you throw it into the ocean, it consumes the ocean?
Well, if that's what happens, then that's the will of Santalis.
Yeah, maybe we don't want to enact the will of Santalis then. That sounds like pretty shit.
Of course we do.
No, we don't.
Santalis
No, we
is a
don't.
god.
Yeah,
God doesn't
Santalis
necessarily-
knows exactly what she's doing.
Santos isn't my god. We've been over this, Joy.
And
God of
Chrolome
freedom.
isn't mine, so I don't know what to tell you.
And also, just because they're a god doesn't mean that what they're doing is right. I mean, and I
Okay.
just gesture at Kester.
Yeah, not all gods are cool.
Kester's
Just
a
gonna say
god.
that.
That's fair.
Well, to be fair, she is one of the good ones.
That's what all gods would say about themselves.
Yeah, but that's not what all people say about the gods.
Their
My god,
worshippers do.
my god just likes going sailing and like hanging out with people. I heard that he did a music session once.
Santalis isn't one of the ones that outlawed magic.
So just so we're clear, this is about a plant, not magic.
I
So,
mean, it went that way after. I
Discussion
started-
about gods makes sense, but let's focus on the plant.
Yeah, and not throwing it overboard in case it consumes the entire ocean.
I think burning it is the best option, but I think Joy
when
should
we're
plant
on
it and
the
let it grow.
ship.
I think salt water would kill it, but that's just my thoughts.
Some plants
How about
keep
we try?
growing it.
How about that's the experiment we enact? Instead of helping it grow, how do we kill it faster?
I got 16 tries to figure it out.
That's actually a good question. I wonder if it's because there are some plants that, survive in salt water.
Some.
How many
Oh.
pots do you have?
I just have the one cement pot, but then
Hey.
I've got.
Well, your first experiment can be salt water. See if that makes it grow or anything.
Steven leans in close. He goes, "You know what grows in salt water?
No, what grows in salt water, Steven?
Seaweed."
God.
Yeah.
That's like a stoner dad joke.
Haven't you noticed Steven is stoner dad?
Can we get him a number one dad mug? Number one dad mug.
Yes.
Who wants some drugs? I got some.
Me.
What's-
We need to go over that, like your bag.
Oh, yeah.
That bag.
By the way, I would
Ooh.
not suggest. I looked over that stuff. I'm not like an expert in poison, but I'm at least a novice in poison. I looked over that bag. It's all mixed together by now. You might kill yourself if you ingested any of that.
Fair point, man.
I would
Good
keep
looking out.
yourself with the bag that I got you from your shop that I packed a little nicer and didn't spill stuff in.
But if you got any seeds in there, they should still be viable. And if you can tell me what they are.
Ooh. We could go over that. And he rushes down. Now we're gonna ship start moving. How are we doing this?
Yes.
Yes, please.
It's up to y'all. All right.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
Same
So
as last time. I'll work on the ropes. Kester, you'll make sure that we don't crash ourselves. Shelt, Crow's Nest, J-Bo.
I'll tend to Squishy.
all right. So let me get another navigational roll from somebody.
I'm gonna put my hand on.
Tom, can you
Kia.
copy and paste the drugs in the bag again for me? Sorry, what was that?
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Oh, I
place
have
my
them.
hand on.
I can, or my bag.
No. Well,
Okay.
both of those, yes. But sorry, Knox, go ahead.
Hand on Kia's shoulder.
You've
Okay.
got this.
Guidance on her.
That's what was wrong. I had it set for level. There we go. Okay. That'll be another D4, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
Hey, Spoopy, thank you for the cheer. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I may still use that D4.
So at a 17, you find yourself pulling out a port relatively easily. The port's large. You wait for your turn, kind of pulling out, not causing any issues with ship traffic, if you will. You leave the bay, you're back into the sea, and you're heading north along the coast. And I'm going to go ahead and we're going to pull back over to this map. I'm going to do a little bit of art. What doesn't work really well is my little art pen. But you are currently, say, the red. Yeah, the red. Currently in here. And you're moving this direction. And it is your ventral path that you've kind of spotted out. Takes you up and in here. You know, you want to hit one of these 3 islands. Beyond those 3 islands, you're not entirely sure if what's there. Does the world just fall off into a giant waterfall? Does it wrap around? There's rumors of a giant barrier beyond that. You're not sure if that's another 1,000 miles, 500 miles, 10 miles. But you know, if you miss those islands, it'll be a while before you realize it. But with the 14, you get started off well. And how we're going to do this for the next week of time, I'm going to ask each of you kind of what you do or what you're going to do during that week. We'll need that navigation roll will last for the week, and it'll get you just past those islands to the north, assuming your destination is what I've mapped out.
Let's make sure Kia doesn't die. Yay.
Yay.
Okay. So for a week, Kia, what would you like to do?
Oh gosh.
As you're right, unknown adventure.
I would say probably spend some time reading that book that I bought. The erotica adventure book.
Okay. What did I tell you about that book again? Refresh my memory.
It was a coming of age story about a
Coming of age.
God damn it.
Okay. Yeah, I gotcha. So, the book definitely reads, like, oh, somebody's
Ow.
beeping.
Sorry.
What was the title of it again?
I have that written down.
Please.
1 second. It is
Looking forward to these doodles.
Winter's Wall.
Okay. So it's a story. It starts off like an epic. It's tale of a young boy, a very handsome, rugged young man, and a quest to overcome the big wall to the north, defeat the evil on the other side, and in a way that only he could do. A call to adventure, an old wizard summoning the young hero. But as the book progresses, give me an insight check.
Okay.
Okay. The book becomes more and more sexual, lewd, romance as it progresses. And going back and looking at the beginning of the book, it's almost edited in after the fact. It doesn't fit early on really well. It looks almost like the author was sent back for revisions and edits, and he took this epic fantasy he had planned and sold out for the romance crowd. The things that would actually sell his book. And he's definitely one of those, I don't know if you ever read, like, he's an author who really bad at writing women.
Oh, no. Oh.
So
every romance novel written by a man ever.
Right. Things like her boobs shake boobily. Like that's a...
That's hot.
Pepperoni shaped nipples, the whole bad writing line. But in the end, it is ignoring a lot of those pieces that seem to be inserted after the fact. It's a good tale. And yeah, no, that'll be about what you get out of it. Just a good, solid tale. It was maybe a book you'd recommend with an asterisk next to it.
Good news. I'll find a slip of paper and just write, "You should read this," and put it on Nox's cop. Okay. Not signing it.
Why am I quoting your books? The boobs shake boobily. All right, so Shel, what would you like to do for your week on sea? This would be an opportunity, by the way, to sort through the plants if you wanted.
That's what I was gonna do. Yeah, get Steven to help me sort through the plants and stuff and figure out poisons.
Okay.
And things like that.
Are you proficient in poisoner's kit?
Yep.
Okay, so go ahead and give me a poisoner's kit with we're gonna go with wisdom. And at advantage because Steven's helping you.
And check the bottom of the storyline, Casey.
Thank you.
There's two things. There's one over to the right as well.
Wisdom at advantage.
Got it.
I don't know which one you wanted.
Nope, both of them. That's perfect.
Bad rolls.
The one on the right, is that Steven's bag or is that the is that Shelt's bag?
Shelt's.
Okay, got it.
That's what he has on him.
Okay. I sent my bag to you in group chat too, Casey.
Awesome. All right, so with that poisoner kit, you were able to sort through the bag. You pull out a dozen random seeds you're able to make out for Joy. With the poisons, it was tough separating things enough to get clean, consistent poisons. So you have, of the 50, you clearly identified half of them that will do unknown things. You think they're all going to be the same unknown thing, but it's just, you don't know until you try. You're pretty sure it's bad. The other half of them, so the other 25 uses, you were able to work together doing some good mixing, and this was let me pull out my poison list.
Really gonna mess this up.
You're able to do 25 contact poisons of oil of Taggett. Oil of Taggett is a Constitution saving throw, or be poisoned for 24 hours, and unconscious. I'll go ahead and post that.
You said 25 of them?
25.
Ooh.
So that'll be per hit. So you put it on the blade, you hit, the poison's expended. But there's Oil of Taggett in stream chat.
I've got it on D&D Beyond too, so.
Awesome.
25 oils of Taggett.
Yep. And that will, between the two of those, that expends all the rest of his bag.
Sorry, what was the other one? What was the first one again? I was writing on Oil Taggett.
You don't know what the other one is.
Just 25 things of mystery.
Yep, 25 things of mystery. And Tom, I'm posting the mystery in the chat for both of us, or in the storyline for both of us.
Got it.
Okay. All right. And it takes more or less the full week to sort through it and get those 25. You're not working 24 hours a day, but it's just this relationship building between you and Steven and Poison. Knox, what would you like to do?
Damn it. Between watching the ship, making sure we're not going into any storms or anything, Knox mostly just goes over the iron and what he could do with it on the ship. And then he receives a book. And he'll put his book, he'll put that book next to the other book on his stand, which has the first page ripped out.
What'd you do with that picture?
Oh, tossed it. He tossed it. No, he is not. That first is over the side of the ship.
It's like on Joy's wall as a pinup.
Oh no, the picture of Anthony is on Joy's wall.
Oh, that's right. You actually have a photo of Anthony. A
I
painting.
do.
That's right. Okay. So you have the book. What else are you gonna do with your week, Knox?
The rest of his week is probably spent. Does anyone need anything, like gear-wise, like daggers or?
Can I get a second scimitar?
I could use a spade.
I think I can make a spade. I'm not sure. But yeah, Knox can make your scimitar. He'll
Cool.
use a mixture of the iron and the. Oh wait. So we've got a long sword and 2 short swords. I'm going to use those as the material components. Those come out to a value of 25 gold together. So I will get rid of 1 long sword, 1 short sword from our ship stuff and make you a scimitar.
Sweet, thank you.
As Nox performs a ritual on the deck, that you see the 2 swords melt and like coalesce together and form the new body of the scimitar.
That is something else.
God powers. Pretty
So-
cool.
No kidding.
Throughout that week, Anthony seems to be buddying up to you, Knox. So as you're making these things, he's asking to watch you perform the rituals, and even gives you some advice on refining of this particular scimitar. He has some advice on its way to form the blade and the handle in such a way to get slightly better balance with the blade.
Masterwork.
And what you do end up creating this one time is a masterwork
Masterwork.
scimitar. It'll be a +1 to hit, but it is all non-magical. But that he only has that one piece of advice. He doesn't know how to balance any other weapons as you guys hang out, and he works you through the process. But you can now forge masterwork scimitars with your divine powers.
Could I also use that with my smith's tool? Because I have proficiency in smith's tools as well. Could I use those advice words with just being able to regularly forge something?
You're saying if you were trying to physically make it? Yeah, for scimitars.
Okay.
But
Oh,
I'm not
whoops.
sure how to add
Didn't mean
that.
to do that.
all right, so
I mean, I kind of did, but not yet.
Kester, what do you want to do for
Yes.
the week?
I got a couple of things I want to try. First things first, I want to take my old spellbook in Sophia's old spellbook. I don't think this is going to work, but we're going to try it. We're going to go to the page after the first page,
Okay.
and we're going to take something like graphite or ink, preferably graphite, maybe lead.
Mhm.
And we're going to lightly go across the page, see if we can get anything back out of it. I don't think it's going to work, but we'll try it.
Okay. I see what you're trying to do. Give me a Arcana check with dexterity.
Arcana of Dexterity. That's not bad. I'll just type that straight out. So is that slash roll +6? I think. Type 7, I roll 4. Yes, +6. 17.
With your own spell book, you're able to recover 2 spells that you don't currently that you lost. I'll let
Any
you
2 or
choose.
Pacific 2?
Any 2. I'll give you any 2.
I
So
can find my
ideally
limitations.
one you haven't memorized currently, and then
Yeah.
and then you'll still have to transpose it over. It'll act like a scroll you can't cast.
Okay, sounds good to me.
Good thought though. I like it. So that'll take a week.
Sounds good to me.
Joy, what are you doing?
I would like to grow the mint and the watch root, and harvest a little bit of the watch root.
Okay.
And I would like to try to identify the seeds that I got from Steven, and I would like to read my fairy tales in reality book.
Okay. So let's first get these seeds. Looking at the seeds, they are all they are all mandrake plants. All 16 of them. These came from, and with that herbalism roll, something called drake root. It sends people into comas and creates cocoons of their outer layer of skin. They emerge healthier for it, but there are some side effects. And you can mark that as number 25, please.
Yep. Emerge healthier. Do I know any of the side effects?
With that roll, no, but they're not
Okay.
deadly.
Sweet. I will plant some of those this week too.
Okay.
Like, the ones that are new to me, so the mandrake and the mint and the watchroot, I want to plant. Like, I want a row of the watchroot and a row of the mint, and then one of the mandrake.
Okay.
I'll
Just keep
I'll
note
track
of,
all
yeah,
of that.
absolutely. I'm sure Tom's writing him furiously as well, but please do keep track.
I'm trying.
Each of those will be fully grown in a month.
Okay. Can I speed that up with plant growth?
Do you have what is plant growth?
It's a spell.
Let me pull it up.
I'm pulling it up. It's a 3rd level spell that channels vitality into plants. One action, choose a point within range. All normal plants in a 100-foot radius centered on that point become thick and overgrown.
Okay, so if the plants were already grown, you could use this to slow movement. But the particular use of this plant you want would be to enrich the dirt centered within, well, a half-mile radius. So you can get them to produce, or to grow twice as fast.
Okay.
Yep.
Watch root.
So if that's what you're going to do during the week, that'll take effect, and they'll grow in 2 weeks.
I would also like to plant a single chaos root seed in the cement planter.
Do me a favor and roll a D100. Okay, got it. Understood. I'm going to go and copy and paste this into our notes. And that, since the earth is enriched, that will also grow at twice the speed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
I
so
will check it every single day and every single night,
all right.
like clockwork.
So you plant it in the day, you come back in the afternoon, and the flower is, or the plant is 6 inches tall. It is broken through the ground, and then you go to sleep, and the next morning, it is 1.5 feet tall, and vines
Oh.
are starting to come out and work their way through the planks and the wood of the wall.
I will cut it
Okay.
down
To what?
to almost nothing.
Okay. You cut it down to a nub, but it's a thick nub now, no longer just a seedling. It's 6 inches in diameter, but only an inch tall.
And what do you do with what you cut?
I hang it up to dry.
Okay. You come back later in the afternoon, and out of the 6-inch stalk is now 6 seedlings.
Okay.
And one of the stalks you hung up has a flower on it. A purple and red kind of gradient flower.
That's different than its normal coloring.
It is. It's different than the color you saw last time.
I'd like to investigate that.
Okay. How would you like to investigate it?
I would like to smell it, and I'd like to smell it.
Okay. You bring your nose up to it and you smell it, and it smells like a foggy night. It's the first thought that comes to your mind as you breathe it in. And Liz, thank you for the 2,000 bits and a cheer. Much love.
So this one has a smell. Do I remember any of the... Do I have any... I know we've gone over the different things that it does. Do I have any reference to which flowers have done what things in the past?
No. You've not found any pattern between look and effect.
Okay.
You've noted some effects.
Do I know any of the effects this flower will have?
No.
I want to eat it.
You can certainly try.
I'm gonna
Maybe
show.
lick it first.
Does anything bad happen if I lick it?
That's up to you to figure out.
Let's try it.
Okay, you're gonna lick it?
I'm gonna make some good berries first.
Okay. So you get a pile
Wash
of
it down
10
some
good
good
berries, and you get close to the flower,
We're gonna lose a druid.
and you lick it.
I was there.
Suddenly, a thick fog explodes from the flower. Everybody on the ship is suddenly
get
covered in a thick, visibly unpierceable fog. Kia, I need a navigational roll at disadvantage from you.
Oh no!
As you found yourself daydreaming for a moment, and you're trying to remember what you saw and if there was any issues in the near future you had to worry about.
Okay. Oh, why am I lagging?
Hey, I think if it smells like fog, it's gonna make fog. I might have just had a breakthrough, guys.
That's amazing.
Okay, you snap to, and you think for a moment. No, you've already corrected the course. You're fine. You're fairly certain that you had nothing to worry about. You make sure the wheel isn't moving.
What was the radius on that?
20 feet.
Thank you.
I'll go ahead and head out and climb the crow's nest to make sure.
And as you climb, you break through the fog, and you see the outer parts of it starting to dissipate away. And ahead of you, you have been around some islands. You've been steering around some of the islands near the center of the sea, and the path is safe and clear.
Okay.
Is
I'll
the
stay here
flower...
until the fog's completely clear, though.
Did licking the flower destroy it?
It is now gone.
Okay. Are there any buds on that same branch?
No, that was the only flower
Okay.
from the chaos flower.
Joy, you're in trouble.
Fine, Joy. You're absolutely
It's not
fine.
my fault you don't like science.
That wasn't science.
That was exactly
What
science.
would you know about science, cleric?
See, he has a point. Did you record
We
the results?
clerics,
Did I
we
record?
clerics have been
Did you
pushed
record the results?
forward.
Yes, I did.
Oh, absolutely perfect. You have to
We've
share your
pushed
results
forward
as you
scientific
continue to
research for
research.
hundreds of
I will
years.
share them with you specifically, especially if you show up in my garden space to ask questions.
I like how no one's letting Nox talk about religion.
Yeah, no, Nox is getting his warhammer out. Like, where are those seedlings?
Oh,
They
Where are the
are. You
Nox
will
is
have
about to
to
get
take me
crusade.
out to get those seeds off of my person.
Daring smite on the warhammer? Where are the seedlings?
Knox. Don't worry about that. In fact, I actually have a couple questions for you. And I pull out my short swords and I go, "You see how old these are? I've had them for hundreds of years. And I know you make weapons. You think about maybe making some nicer ones for me? It'd be nice to be able to use weapons you made for me."
At that point, Anthony cuts in. He's like, "Yeah, he makes fantastic weapons. They've been really good lately. You're really getting on this rhythm here."
The fire goes away.
No more chaos bombs.
Oh, I can't make any promises. Actually, I can make one. I'm not going to listen to that advice.
You've been doing all this through a thick fog. The fog on the outside of the ship dissipates pretty quickly, but on the inside, you can't see your hand in front of your face.
What's that spell that makes with the wind come through?
Your spell list. You tell me.
Oh shoot! I never have to use that one.
Did fire set it off at all? I should have asked that question.
Fire set what off?
Because Searing Smite is, hey, there's fire now in this gaseous environment.
This is not a flammable gas. It's a fog.
Okay.
So, Jabo, what do you do for your week?
Spend time with Squishy trying to help train him some more because I don't ever want to see how close he died again. And any other time pestering Nox about possibly getting me those swords. And I'm sure he's like, "We're on a fucking boat. We can't do that right now."
Yes, I can.
Oh, you can? Oh, never mind.
We
have a forge?
He just spends an hour looking at your short sword, and it's a new short
Forge
sword.
cleric, and I can just go.
Ah.
I just need
Damn
an hour.
religion.
Actually, that reminds me, Kester. Do you want me to replace that other one, or just hold on to the first one?
I mean, if it's not a burden, I don't want to take advantage of you.
Yeah, I just need another 3 days. That's all.
Then
Actually, not
absolutely,
even 3.
if you're willing.
Not even 3 days. It's more of a, if I sit on my ass for another hour, my god decides, you've rested enough. Go ahead.
I will take you up on your offer.
So I can do all of this in the course of like a single day. So, yeah.
Okay. So
I'm gonna start digging into our iron supply for those extra scimitars.
That's fine. You can use the scimitar to remake a scimitar too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're just making it a slightly better scimitar using the materials you have. That being said, Jabo, give me an animal handling check.
Mm-hmm.
And then for Jabo's old swords, I'll just go straight for scimitars. I'll just go straight for the iron, I mean.
Animal handling. Boom.
Okay. So on top of learning how to make your frog attack as a reaction, you also get a better sense and a read for him. You think you're starting to understand. You're starting to understand him better. Feel your connection grows. Froggy will remember that.
We're gonna be unstoppable soon.
1 second. Okay. And then a week passes. Now, through this week, as you sail along the sea here, which we really should have given a name to the sea, before I keep saying the sea to the north, but Around, as you pass the islands, Jabo, you see, actually Jabo and Kia, you both see that Sentinel's vines, the things you ran into in your session 0, have taken over more than one island. 2 of the islands you pass throughout the week they look overgrown. The trees are bigger. The jungle is thicker. Massive vines wrapping around land masses. Vines as thick as redwoods, I believe, as we've described this. And Joy, you notice that the vines have the same twisting, gnarly pattern as the chaos bombs.
Interesting. But it's not taking over the sea.
It looks like the vines are coming out of the sea.
Hey Kia, you see that? I'm glad we're not there right now. I'm glad we left.
It
Guys-
does not be taken over by vines.
That's what
Yeah.
that's got the same patterns in the vines like as the chaos flower.
Huh.
Interesting.
There's no way we could tell if there's like giant flowers sprouting out of the giant vines. Is there?
Anybody
anything?
have any anything to enhance their vision? Or want to
Only in
sail
the
closer?
dark.
I
I mean, I do, but I
can
don't think I'm
detect
gonna be able
magic.
to convince anybody. How good is my intellect?
Extracting magic and see if that work.
Nox turns the ship a little further away from the island.
That's fair.
we could try this. I
mean,
you know, yeah, sure, why not? Let's
eyeglasses.
check if anything's invisible around it. I'll cast see invisibility.
What's the range of see invisibility?
It's for the duration. You see invisible creatures and objects as if they were visible. So as far as I can see.
As far as you can see. Interesting. So I have a couple thoughts on this, but let me double check something. Okay, so you can see invisible things as if they weren't there, which works really well if something was standing in front of you suddenly that isn't standing in front of you now. So give me a perception check.
Sure thing.
Because if something was invisible at 400 yards and you didn't see it before, then you saw it, you wouldn't know if it was there the whole time. So with the 18, right?
Yeah, it went twice.
With an 18, you spend some time staring into the jungles. And it's not that it was invisible that brought you to it. It's that you took a moment to look. And you see a large pair of beady eyes. Just for a moment, glint off the sun, reflect back at you from within the jungle. They were big enough that you saw them from 400 yards away on the ship.
Okay, yeah. We'll tell the group about that. That's that big eyes. Like I could tell there were eyes from this distance. Over in the forest, you said?
And the boat begins to list away from the island as Nox turns his hands over.
Smart man, Nox. Smart man.
That's fair. That's really fair. Like how big would those have to be?
Give me an intelligence check.
Oh yeah, sure. I did not
Too
see that
big.
one coming.
I don't have to roll a check. Too big.
That's fair. Did it go once that time? Okay, it did.
They would have to be larger dragon size at a minimum. And the color of them would have to be of a bright nature to reflect.
Okay, so they're like dragon eyes. Got it.
Pretty
Dragon are
dragon
bigger.
eyes.
Yeah, you know, I think that's in the eye of the beholder.
Jabo,
I don't get it.
Did I just hear you say you're glad you're not there still?
Yeah. Somewhere over there. Well, I don't know exactly where. It was an island I was on. It got infested with that same vines.
Interesting.
Yeah, me and that's where Kia washed up on shore. I lived there for like 400 years, just mostly minding my business and going across to the other side of the island to do simple trades with the others. But when Kia arrived and we made our way through the jungle, it was quite a bit different than what I remembered. It was all overgrown with giant creatures, and halfway there, I found that half my island was missing. So we
That's
traveled.
scary.
Yeah, we traveled back, got in the boat, and left.
So you're from Sanalis's territory.
I don't know that for sure. I just know I was in an island somewhere on in this area.
Kia,
I
how
would
far
imagine
away from?
so.
Sorry,
Nope. God.
Kia, how far away from those islands can I turn before we're off course?
That's a good question.
Give me a another navigation check.
Yep.
I didn't know you could extend your sub for multiple months. Thank you, Lisa, for both the
that's a pleasure.
extension and teaching me something new today.
Woohoo!
Yay!
Oh man, I'm up to 900 Anthony Piles points.
1700 here.
Subs get him twice as fast. I don't know if you're subbed.
I am, thanks to Sadro.
There's also every once in a while you'll see a green little chest next to your
And
point
you can
total.
open it.
Yeah, you open it, you get an extra 100.
You've been watching him and clicking him.
Absolutely.
I
I
have.
literally have my notepad and the Twitch stream cuts off right there so I can see it, click it, and then go back to the notepad.
I have 3 different versions of Shelt now.
Oh my god!
What a fun way to add to Twitch. All right. So as sorry, you were having a conversation. I'm like going forward.
No. You had us roll a navigation
Yeah.
check.
That's right.
Oh.
Okay, so with the
Yeah.
5, you're not sure. You would like to keep on course to make your navigation check at the end of the week easier. But you're welcome to steer away. It'll just make it harder at the other side.
It would be a little harder if we steered away from the course.
All right. One eye is on that island the entire time they're passing it.
Give me a perception check.
Both eyes.
I just realized I've been rolling as myself all night.
I think I have a bit too.
As you pass by the island, keeping an eye on it, more than one eye, there are definitely things moving on the island. Several of them have caught an eye, seem to be paying attention to your ship and following it on the shoreline, but they're not pursuing.
You
One
know, the
seems to be waving frantically, but then he's gone. Disappears
He's
from your line
gone?
of sight.
wait, like a person or a creature?
It's hard to tell.
Oh shoot. You're appealing to my sense of justice and rescuing hero complex again.
Joy has that?
Of course she does. She likes to make people feel good.
Can't you go on?
Damn it.
Guys, I don't know. I think
How
there's some
about-
things there that we need to figure out.
Actually, how
I'm gonna
about-
be halfway in my head saying those things, by the way, because
Okay.
I'm totally like, I wonder what's out there.
deal.
Nox is gonna, because Key is right by him, shelts up in the crow's nest. There were people over on, well, it looked like people for a second. Some entities are on that island.
I would say keep going. It's not our problem.
You know, it might become our problem.
But it's not our problem right now.
Do you remember those tailors saying that all of this was because Santalis was getting out of control?
You think we can control Santa? Let's look at it.
I don't think we can control Santalis, but maybe Santalis is just really mad.
And do you usually get in front of things that big and that angry?
Nope.
No, but if you can figure out why they're mad, maybe you can make them not so mad anymore.
Usually the people who are fixing that mad part are about as powerful or have a lot more people behind them.
I just want to add one more thing to something I failed to mention before, Joy, is when we were on the island, we didn't see it, but it was something that passed both me and Kia, and it seemed to be as tall, if not taller than the trees, and shook the ground as it walked.
Oh, I wonder what that was.
I don't. Let's keep going.
Yeah,
Nope. I'm gonna go forward now. That sealed the deal.
Y'all keep trying to scare someone that just has nothing but curiosity.
Joy, you've been outvoted. Keep going, Nox.
They say curiosity killed the cat.
Satisfaction brought it back.
They also say cats have 9 lives.
Yeah,
you don't.
that curiosity is going to kill you 9 times.
No, but I have 10 good berries.
That good berries aren't lives.
I mean, technically they are.
I brought you back, Nox.
I wasn't dead.
You got better.
Almost dead.
Yes, I was nearly dead, which you can come back from. I was not dead, which requires God powers, which I got, but we don't have diamonds.
I think I would have spent some time actively not wondering what that thing was.
I'm going to spend some
thought
time
about my life.
actively wondering what it was and seeing if I can find anything in my book about fairy tales about it.
Good idea. Go read your book, Joy.
I'm going to watch The Island too.
Yeah, you do that. Nox, full speed ahead.
All right. Give me a perception check, Joy, one last time. I'll use your 23. The ship moves past. And you have a good speed. You don't spend a lot of time near too many of these islands, but Joy, as it sails away, you see looks to be a humanoid figure. What can you see from here? It seems to be, it has a large axe in its hand. And it's fighting something on the beach. Some large 4-legged creature that's moving around. It seems short. Dwarven halfling size.
Nox, there's a dwarf on the beach and he's fighting off creatures.
Keep going, Nox.
Yeah, Betty could take it.
What if it's your cousin?
No.
Nox just go Super Saiyan?
No. This isn't even my final form.
Shouldn't we vote on this?
Turning the wheel.
Jabo, stop the wheel turn. This should be left to a crew vote.
How about we get close enough? We'll see from a distance, and then we'll make our decision. And I think we'll have enough time.
Maybe
I mean,
if
that
we
guy
get-
looks pretty beastly.
Maybe if we get close enough, he can just swim out to us and then doesn't have to fight the thing at all.
And get eaten by crocodiles or sharks.
Did anyone load a landing boat on this thing?
Nope.
I think we got a
Did one get
Jabo
built?
cannon instead.
Yeah.
Oh my
I
god,
forgot
let's
something.
cannon Jabo onto the island!
Hold on, Kia.
It's a
Or,
terrible
Kia,
idea.
Joy. I had that as an idea if we needed to get to him soon. Let's
I
may not
love
need
that.
our idea.
I love that. Yes,
not
that's
need
the new
our help.
plan.
What did this turn into Sea of Thieves?
When you put a bunch of thieves on a boat.
How do you win?
What are you doing?
I think we already turned around and we're heading close enough to take a better shot.
Ship is turned around. We're not going to park near the shore. We'll probably We'll probably
Drop anchor.
about 300 feet out.
300 feet out? Okay. You drop. You get the ship closer, and you're those who are watching see the figure looks heavily wrapped in leathers and fur, wielding, pulls out a second axe and is now fighting with two large axes.
Can we get within bow range, guys?
I have
we are 320 feet. I'm gonna start shooting at it.
Okay.
Disadvantage.
But how's it look like it's faring?
It seems even matched. With a 5, the shot goes very wide, and looks back and sees you, and leaps in the water and starts trying to swim in your direction.
Does it look like it knows how to swim?
It does. It looks
Okay,
very
I'm gonna keep
capable.
shooting.
I get in the J-bow launcher and let everyone know, like, if he has any... hold on, don't launch me yet. Don't launch me. If he has any trouble and he's being attacked, aim me right at him so I can get to him as soon as I can.
Okay.
How much damage does a J-bow do?
I'm gonna
It's
need
also probably damage to myself.
I'm gonna need a second attack because it's at disadvantage.
Oh yeah.
Once it gets within range of my guiding bolts, I'm going to attack it.
All right. You manage to land the arrow into this creature, and it bolts, turns around, and flees into the forest as the figure continues to swim to the boat. Gets to the edge and is after a couple of minutes gets to the edge of the boat and is reaching up for.
I'll toss down a rope.
Okay. Climbs up, and a pair of hands in leather gloves reach up on the side, and what lifts over isn't a dwarf, isn't a halfling, it's a goblin. It's a goblin with large bandages over its head as it stands up, furs of animals, looks like handcrafted leather woven into armor. Definitely somebody who's been surviving in the wild for some time. He looks to the group and says, "Oh, thank you so much. This place looks familiar."
What's your name, friend?
Snitch. Thanks for the ride. Oh, thank you so much. And with that, he collapses onto the ground.
Would I have ever heard that name from Granny?
Yeah. No, wait. No. I'd say no. You tell me if Granny would have written about it, but that was a heavy loss, probably. A heavy burden for her to hold. So, your call.
I haven't been watching enough of
Yeah,
the
same.
deputies.
But I'm getting an idea of what's going on here.
I don't know. That's a tough one.
Okay. We'll leave it at that. Maybe you don't remember yet, and I'll let you take some time to think about it. But it does look like this is he's got a lot of big wounds and big scars that haven't healed well.
I will help with that.
Okay.
Guess take him down to the med bay.
Come on, friend. We're gonna do a medicine check, and we're gonna get you fixed up.
Yeah, he's collapsed on your deck.
Oh, I'm gonna drop a good berry in his mouth and pick him up.
Okay. Yeah, he force it down, and some life comes back into him as he begins to breathe a little easier, and he stands up and he goes, "Oh, hey, thank you. This is definitely familiar." And you carry him down to the bottom of the ship and lay him down. Give me a medicine check.
Do.
Told y'all you get to influence the main story. I wasn't lying. Okay, so with that, you could tell that he's malnourished.
Not anymore.
It's not a lack of food. You think it's
A lack of good food.
probably, yeah. He's not much of a cook. A lot of more raw food, not a lot of good vegetables. You know those things.
Eating them leaves.
Eating them leaves. He's been very. It's been a while. It's been more than a
How
few
long?
months.
How long has it been, Casey?
You could always ask him.
Hey, friend, what's your story?
Oh, as he talks, you get the sense he hasn't had a lot of conversation. As he works through his voice and practicing words for the first time, he says, "It's lost track. More than months, less than years. I fell off a ship just like this a while back. I've been trekking through the jungle since then. That's not a nice jungle. Fever for many of those nights. Hold up underground in caves, mud holes. You know. Jeez. A couple weeks ago, the land moved, and I found myself on that island, and ships. I just haven't been able to make it out of the jungle. And he starts to cry. The tears start to.
It's all right, friend. You're out of the jungle now.
And he just goes into full blown tears and sobs. His body is shaking and retching with the emotion. It seems happy, but he thanks you profusely for turning around. He had almost lost hope.
We'll take good care of you. We got coffee and booze and food and medicine and all the things. You'll do just fine.
I haven't had booze in a while.
Go easy.
Yeah, you're very small. Maybe we get you a small cup.
We're back under the way during all this.
Absolutely.
Like, don't want to fuck with that shit.
Okay. And so we'll go with the next week. So your passenger recovers, and he's very handy on the deck very quickly. You could tell he knows his way around. He's going to assist with some navigation. You'll have advantage on navigation checks with his help, or any emergency situation that requires maneuvering. During this week, what do each of you want to do, Kia?
They talk to our new traveling companion.
Okay.
So I've never had the opportunity to ask this to a goblin, but what's it like being, well, a goblin?
You know, it's a lot of there's a lot of discrimination, blood rage. I'm kidding. Big dick. Nope, kidding about that too. One of those is a lie.
Is it the discrimination? I'm sure that's a lie.
Oh, goblins.
And I'll wink.
People love the goblins. Oh, what's it like being a darky?
All right.
Firstly, that is what it's like. Okay. That's what it's like.
No.
Yeah.
That sounds
That.
Like
he thinks
static.
about it for a long moment. Yeah, static. He thinks about it for a long moment and goes,
Kyle, I think the static is you. You're lighting up green when it happens. Are you touching your cord?
He says, all right, then, what's it,
You're muted.
Am I muted? Oh, he's muted.
No,
Okay.
Kyle's muted.
He says, all right, what do we, all right, if not that, was it like elf, like shade elf, night elf?
Drow, dark elf.
Drow, dark elf. That doesn't sound much better than what I said.
It's
like the normal being of things like an elf, and then if you're just like a subcategory of elf, that seems lesser.
No, not really. I mean, not really.
All right, fair enough. You've been nice to me. What do I have to say?
Fair point. But yeah, no, it's decent. I mean, at least for me. Not sure for others of my kind.
You didn't have any like.
Racist... Sorry.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was say, do I lean racist grandpa for Knox, or do I lean hipster Knox?
Hipster.
Racist hipster?
We just call those neo-Nazis, Trevor.
Do we?
Oh,
Is that what those
yeah.
are?
Oh.
I'm not sure what we're
wouldn't know.
talking about. D&D. The goblin says, "No, it's really not been that bad. Once you find work and a group of people to stick with, it's not so bad. You alone it's harder, but yeah, you fix it. You get better.
But I'm sure that's how it is for everyone in the end.
Group of people and friends is good for everybody."
Exactly.
So, somebody said there was alcohol.
Ah, yes. I'll lead you to the bar then.
I just hope I'd put in enough good hard work to earn it.
It's fine. You can have my share.
And with that, you guys will hang out, and he seems kind, good. But he's definitely imbibing in a little much in food and alcohol. It's been a while, and he's thirsty. All right, Shelt, what would you like to do for your week?
I got 25 doses of mystery poison. I would like to take one of those words and remove them from that description.
Okay, so I'll give you 2 ways to do this. One, you can roll me a poisoner's kit check at disadvantage, DC 15, or you can try it.
I know which one I would do.
If you do the second, just let Knox be nearby with a lesser
Yeah, well,
restoration.
so what's gonna happen actually is that like on the second day of this week, like in the middle of the night, there'll be a knock at your cabin.
Well, either this is very secretive or we're being invaded. Either way, kill me now. Oh, never mind.
Evening, Knox. Sorry, I'm gonna do something stupid, and I need company. Can I come in?
Yeah, sure. That's
Okay,
probably the smartest thing anyone's done here so far.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna pull out like a little vial of the stuff I've been working with.
Okay.
So first off, yeah, I just need you to be here to make sure I don't die, basically. Because I'm trying to figure out what
Ready.
what this stuff is. I'll pop the vial, and I'll just kind of like stick my finger in it and rub some of it on my fingers.
Okay.
See if that.
No effect from contact.
All right. And then I'll just ingest what I just took off my fingers. Just pop the fingers in my mouth.
Okay.
Ingest.
Let's say, give me a Constitution saving throw.
All right.
All right. So counting this as 1 dose, you save. You feel the effects of the poison try to overtake you. You know it's bad, but because you saved, you didn't have any effects. You didn't experience the bad stuff, so you can't really pinpoint it. I'll give you 1 poisoner's kit roll at neutral, DC 15.
Try to figure out what just happened.
Yep. Now that you've taken it.
Hey.
Ooh.
All right. This is a truth serum. Works as posted in chat. When
So
ingested,
24 doses left.
24 doses of truth serum. So DC 11 Constitution saving throw or become poisoned for 1 hour, and the poisoned creature can't knowingly speak a lie as if under the effect of Zone of Truth.
Holy shit.
You got this from
Oh.
a mixture of some of the more relaxing drugs that came out.
I look at Ox and I go, okay, looks like we're okay, but from the taste of it, and it didn't work on me. I resisted it, but oh god, my teacher actually used to run this shit through me a couple of times. Try to get me used to it because you never know if you'll be under. It's truth serum.
Hmm.
I have 24 more vials of this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Let's not tell the others about this. Well, tell Kester about it. I love Joy, but she will drink that shit if she knows about it.
It's very relaxing.
Yeah, probably
Yeah, which
would.
is why I think she shouldn't know about it.
Yeah, I haven't told anyone about the other stuff I got.
I might like to get high, but I am one of the only people that likes to get high on this campaign that hasn't.
Jabo hasn't gotten high, but
Does Jabo like to get high?
yeah, he used to.
What the fuck does Jabo get high?
No,
what?
all
It's-
right.
He probably gets high off water. It's like putting water into an engine.
Nox, Sheldon, how would you like to finish this
It's a
off?
hookah.
Yeah, but I've also got 25 things of do you know what oil of Taggart is?
I've heard of Taggart. I'm not sure I know of his oil.
If I were to bust out a vial of that and cork it open and just kind of like splash it on your face, there's a good chance you just kind of pass out for a day.
Fun.
Yeah, actually it is. We could do some interesting things with that, especially mixing. Now we have that and we have truth serum. Like we could
How many of those oil of Taggarts do you have?
25.
Do you remember that bounty they were talking about?
Oh, I don't know if we'll
No.
survive long enough to get close to him.
No. 25 vials. There's a town. I'm wondering how easy it would be to deal with the water supply. Never mind. That's too much thinking.
It's too much thinking. Plus, water dilutes it to a point where it loses its potency. It's got to make like potent contact with the body.
That's fair enough.
Skin. All right. Thank you though. I'm glad that didn't kill me.
I'm glad it didn't kill you either.
Yeah. Truth serum. I wonder, and I'll just mutter as I walk away.
Okay.
Yeah, and Nox will open the door and close it behind you.
All right. Nox, how would you like to spend your week?
You know what? I built everyone's swords and stuff last time. Nox is going to start some alcohol.
Okay. All right. So give me a brewmaster's kit roll, and you can use intelligence.
Intelligence.
Mm-hmm. Said nothing about making beer is a wise man's job. Or maybe it is.
Where is the roll proctor? There it is.
Okay. Using water, using some of the supplies you have, you're able to make enough alcohol. It'll take time. It'll
need to ferment, but it's done for the brewing part.
I'll give it 1 barrel, and it'll be done in 2 weeks if you want something okay, a month if you want something good.
Sorry, recording that in my...
Yeah, absolutely. And that'll take the majority of your time. And we'll go to Kester. What are you going to do for the week? You're muted.
You're muted.
Muted. Da-da-da-da-da.
Someone stole Trevor's voice.
Right?
Tragic.
Where's the sea witch?
See, hag.
He's muted. We'll go to Joy, and you just keep talking, and we'll tell you when we hear you. All right, Joy, what do you want to do?
I would like to check on my chaos bomb, please.
Okay, we do need to resolve some of that. So, in a couple days, and what you have is all 6 of those have sprouted into thick vines, 3 of which have flowers. 1 purple, 1 black, 1 yellow-red striped like a candy cane.
Ooh.
Roll me 3D100s, please.
Separately?
I mean, yeah, absolutely.
Any of these turn into a fireball, Jamie? I'm stepping out of my room and I'm slapping you.
Violence inherent in the system. Okay.
Did you sniff them first?
What do they smell like?
1 smells like pudding.
Which one?
What colors did I tell you? White, black, and rainbow?
You said purple, black, and red/yellow.
Yep, so the purple one,
Pudding.
The black one is rice. And the candy cane one is mint.
Weird.
That is weird.
Well, I'm not here, but yeah.
Mm.
Well, they're food. You have to eat them now.
Ah.
Elsewhere on the ship, Nox is just brewing his alcohol very happily. This is my grandfather's recipe. This will be great. Everyone will love it.
Hope nothing goes wrong, Nox. Pudding everywhere on the ship.
I mean,
Raining pudding.
it's raining rice.
Where did Trevor go?
It's raining rice
Trying to
pudding.
fix his mic.
Oh my gosh, I wonder if I mix them together if I'll get rice pudding.
Oh no.
See, that's what I was thinking. That's your dinner, and then the candy cane's your dessert.
I don't know, that candy cane one I feel like is going to be the explosive one.
Oh, for sure. That's going to be like a cone of cold or a fireball.
I'm going to go show these to Kester.
Okay. 1 second.
Can Kester talk yet?
And maybe Nox, because I want to see if Nox can detect magic.
Oh, we got some shuffling.
Is that better?
Yay!
Hooray!
Okay, I had to switch mics, so I don't know if the quality's what it
Yeah,
was.
it's a
but
dip down,
it
but it'll
works
be
for
fine.
now.
All right, Joy. So you gather up these 3 chaos flowers. And the area around you suddenly becomes black, dark, ghastly. As you watch as the ship moves out from under you and sails ahead. You watch as the ocean opens up beneath you, and you return back to the material plane and into the water. It's very cold.
Sure hope she screams.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Never mind.
Nice!
Well,
As you hit the water,
whatever joy is.
as you hit the water, you get the sensation, 2 sensations at once. Everybody else give me a perception check.
Is it daylight?
50-50 chance. So somebody roll me a D100.
I'm going to cast Moonbeam right in front of me.
Okay.
You're behind the ship.
Yeah, but it's a 30-foot
that's persuasion,
sphere
not
of
perception.
light.
You're behind the ship.
There's somebody on the deck.
Hey, Shell, you trying to talk your way into finding her?
Is it
Yeah,
daylight?
I said, whoops, that's persuasion.
Oh, I didn't hear you over all the other talking.
That should be a 7,
Okay.
not a, because my perception is shit.
Day or night, Casey?
All right, got it. Night. So a couple of things happen here, guys. You're on the ship, and Joy, where are you looking?
Towards the ship.
Okay, so here's what happens. You go to cast this moonbeam. Normally takes 1 action, but as you raise your hands, it's nearly instant. Pops out. The second chaos flower dissipates as the moonbeam goes from an action to a bonus action, and this bright beam of light illuminates the sky. Those on the deck which based on what you've been doing, I'm going to say is Kia and Jabo. You see this bright light appear in the water. And then
Yeah,
as you go ahead.
I was gonna say, as soon as I see the light, I run over to check it out.
You look at the water, you see nothing. You start to hear, if you were suddenly falling 100 feet above the ship, Joy, would you scream? Because the third chaos flower bamps out of existence, and you are now falling above the ship, and you hear, and you hit
this won't kill her. She'll be fine.
the deck of the boat at 100 feet.
Hold on. Hold on. I need,
I'm so
I need
confused.
to read this.
No, wait, sorry. It's 60, so 60 feet.
Who's on deck?
She'll be fine. She'll be fine. She's not even
Can
knocked
I-
unconscious by
Can I
this.
see her?
You can hear her. What are you trying to do?
Levitate. It's one creature or loose object of your choice that you can see within range. The
What's
range
its
is
action speed?
It's a one action.
Oh,
Give me a dexterity saving throw, and we'll find out. Beat a 13.
Don't fail me now. Oh no!
All right. So 60 feet is 66. That's gonna be fine.
I told you guys, she'll be fine. She's not gonna die from this.
But you do hear smash, crack, like the 20 points of damage as Jamie slams into the deck of the ship, bounces up an additional 10 feet before settling back onto the ground. You hear and feel ribs crack. The air exploded out of your lungs.
Oh, on that.
Oh!
Give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
I just look at her and go, "You licked another flower, didn't you?"
I didn't lick them this time. I just touched them.
The beam of light goes out.
Which one did which?
Right? Who knows?
I need to know.
With your passive perception, you know the black one fades you into the astral plane. And then from there, you're not sure.
Figured out the black one.
Nox is gonna come up on deck at this point, because I'm guessing his 25 perception sort of keyed him in. That
Oh, you all
going on.
hear, yeah, it was a huge smashing. Everybody kind of scrambles up. You know, Steven, Anthony, Snitch, they're all on the top of the deck.
yeah.
Ow!
3rd level cure wounds. Sorry. Come on.
So-
cure wounds, don't feel me now.
What did we
Well,
learn?
we learned that the black flower seems to fade you into the astral plane.
What did
And
we
then
learn?
either the purple one or the yellow and red one makes your magic go faster,
I'm gonna,
and
like,
the other one
I'm gonna put my
apparently
hand
puts
over
you
Joy's
60
mouth.
feet over the air.
Joy.
Can everyone just watch her here real quick? I'll be right back. Nox pulls out his hammer again, and
Joy,
you
that's-
start lighting up with fire.
That's not what they meant by what you learned. They
The
meant-
seeds are still in my
No,
pocket.
No.
As soon as he finds that chaos bomb stuff, just burn.
I would like to make sure there's a lock on my door.
This seems to be very contested at the moment. So how we'll resolve this? Very simply. We're going to give Jamie a charisma check, flat charisma. We're going to give Nox a stealth check.
Can I take my armor off first?
Fine. This is over the course of a week.
Yeah.
We'll do this in one quick roll. So Jamie, you don't convince him to leave it alone, but he's unable to sneak down there and get past you. So you're at a standstill of chaos flowers. But over the course of this next week, you have to trim this flower multiple times as it's continuing to get out of control. Every time it grows more than a foot, it's trying to tangle itself into the ship and rip it apart.
Once it gets to, like, let's see, you said it was an inch in diameter after the first week. Once the base of it gets to be about an inch from the outer pot, I'm going to say the pot is a 12-inch diameter. So once it's to a certain size, I'm just going to toss it or start watering it with salt water and see what happens.
Okay, you tell me which one.
Salt water.
Okay, noted. So I gotta put everybody back in order now. Let's see. This is
Sorry.
Chester. Nah, you're good. I only ever joke about being frustrated at you guys. I love
You
every
sound
moment
like
of
you're
this.
joking.
That's not the truth. That's not the truth at all.
Oh, it is.
I just
Don't
want
you
to say
dare.
that's
Don't you
like
try to
our
undermine.
after D&D stream or chats are just that. I don't say anything.
All right. So that means that next up is Jabo. What would you like to do for your week?
So there's not many things I could think of other than continue with Squishy, but also I'd like to check on Kia and her arm and see how the progress has gone, see how
Okay.
far it's gone up and stuff.
So you find some time. You go to check on Kia. You'll notice in conversations and passing by that it is about a third of the way up her upper arm. It is definitely progressing, not necessarily any faster than before, but it's been almost a month since you found her washed up. More than a month since you found her washed up on your beach, because it was.
Is there any pain, Kia?
Not that I've noticed, but I've also been not focusing on it intentionally. And alcohol helps. And
Yeah,
sometimes
definitely. Yeah. Oh. Well, I hope we get there soon and get this fixed.
Same. I'd rather not die. This is like the least amazing way to die.
I'll agree. Sorry to cut you off, Casey, though.
You're great.
I wanted to also talk to her too, so.
Yeah.
No, please do.
Well,
As you sit there and you talk, Jabo, you notice a chaos flower has bloomed in the kitchen.
Wait. Like out of nowhere? Like out of the.
It
I
seems
investigate where it's growing from.
there is a corner next to a cabinet under a table where a light brown chaos flower has bloomed. It looks like it's growing out of the wood of the ship.
Oh no.
I'm going to not thinking, just pick it and be like, what the?
All right, give me a D100, please.
God damn it. I feel like the ship is infested now.
Oh, gee.
All
Does
right.
anyone tell Knox about this flower?
It's too
Oh
late.
my
We're picking
gosh.
it.
Oh my
No,
gosh.
I know.
All right,
Even after the fact.
so here's what this
We'll
one
see.
says. You ready?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Is this Fireball?
Roll on this table at the start of each of your turns for the next minute. So I'm going to need 10 more rolls from Kia.
D100 or
Oh.
10 D100s.
10 D100s, all individual.
Please don't roll any more twos.
Ignore ones and twos on subsequent rolls.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't. It's not an exploding dice. Okay, so I'm gonna take
It's exciting.
a moment to read all these rolls.
I get all the fun ones, guys.
Oh no.
You have killed us.
All right.
This boat's gonna
you'll-
teleport 12 times.
I'm gonna write these down really quickly.
If
Only
you'll
10.
all excuse me for just a moment.
Yep. You take a moment.
Are you laying on the ground now, Kyle?
No, no,
He's
not
going
quite.
to Joy.
Don't make me get my
Okay.
shank.
Light out of the.
That's bad. All right. Let's see. And then a 6. All right. We're gonna go with. Are you about to hit Joy? That's funny. Because
Larry,
it's
I
foam
need
and not
your
real
new sword.
violence.
You'll have to come through the wall
Everyone,
and
we
get
do
it.
not condone domestic violence in this area, but then again, they're not boyfriend girlfriend, so it doesn't really count in the first place.
It's domestic. It's at the home.
You did this to us!
You have two foam swords behind you, Jamie. Defend yourself.
I don't have foam swords behind me.
Yes, you do.
All right, that will do.
Up on the dresser.
90.
Did you just hit her with the master sword, Kyle?
Oh, you're
You see-
right. I do.
Don't pick up the master sword. That is an actual blade. Might be blunted. All right, so we're gonna go with.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you think this is out of character for our group, I'd just like to let you know that me and Kyle tackled each other during the Christmas party and broke a poster. This is just about
They
par.
don't need to know that.
They did not.
That was my poster.
It's all right, I'm back.
I'm still sorry about that.
That's fine.
Larry.
I'm finishing up these.
Alright.
I kind of have to know them quickly, so we're just writing them all down shorthand. Oh, that's a double. Oh no.
It's a double.
Oh no.
There's a lot of doubles.
I feel like this is double jeopardy in which you're not allowed to try for the same crime twice. You can try for the same crime 10 times.
Everybody has their second character, already planned out, right?
Now that I know that
Yes.
it's only a couple months, no more than a year apart, yeah, I got my other character.
Unless there was some sort of time travel.
Shut up, you!
involved.
Don't give him ideas. Shut up.
Don't give them ideas. I'm not that susceptible. I totally am.
Yeah, you are.
All right, so I have almost all of them. I have all of them. Wait, where's that one? This one. All right, there's one that didn't do it. Okay, so here's what happens. You go and touch the flower. All right, let me read double check chat here because they're.
Oh jeez.
Okay, so you go to touch the flower. The first thing that happens, for the first 6 seconds and beyond. Let me just double check this spell. How many is fireball? No.
Level 10.
They don't do anything else, right? Okay, so 4 additional Kias enter the space.
Sweet.
Suddenly, she touches 4. Do-do-do-do-do. And her and Jabo take a moment and look around. 6 seconds pass. Suddenly, all of Kia's clothes go up in flames.
Oh, on all 4?
Kia, you're really naked, like 4 times naked.
She reaches down. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Like, wait. Does that only affect Kia Prime or all 4 Kias? affected
Kia
Yeah, right.
All 4 Kias do.
This is Kia Prime calling to the transformer.
There we go. There we go. Come on, don't fail me now, Dex.
Oh, am I not scrolled
Once
down?
it goes through.
Yeah.
Once all these effects are over, I'll give you some clothes. I ain't getting next to you till then.
The floor underneath of you catches fire. Everything you touch, as you move around the table, you start grabbing tables to hold yourself, and everything you touch catches fire.
Why do I smell fire?
So I have the floor underneath of you and a table. It suddenly catches fire. Jabo, what are you doing?
Running straight for the bucket. God damn it, Kia! And I run out the door to get water and start screaming for people.
Fascinating.
Do I hear any of this?
Almost. It's gonna take. I'm gonna give you a couple rounds here before I let you guys jump in here. Kia, what are you doing?
Debating on stop, dropping, and rolling. Going overboard.
So the first thing will happen is you will take 2d6 points of damage from your clothes burning up, and they just burst into flames on you. Your armor, anything metal that's not flammable, doesn't catch.
Oh, I was wearing leather.
Oh.
I won't call leather flammable.
Okay.
But
leather gets scorched.
It's
but
very
Oiled
singed.
and right. It's made to be preventative against fire.
Then 6 seconds passes and nothing happens. Then, other than the ship starting to burn up around you.
In that 6 seconds, and they start trying to find a sheet or something and try and start patting out the fire.
Okay. Another 6 seconds pass and nothing happens. Jabo, you get to come in now, and Joy
I
and
did
Nox
scream
and
the
Shell.
whole time I was doing it. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, anybody who wants to enter the room can now enter the room.
Yeah.
Do I have a bucket of water yet?
You do have a bucket of water. You're the last one into the room. As Kia, you're looking at your hands, and the fire is starting to move around you. You're trying to avoid touching anything.
I throw it on her first, just so you know.
Okay, so you throw the bucket of water first thing in. It hits the floor and douses some of the flames. The table's still starting to go up where she touched it, but it's not spread yet. Everyone that enters the room takes 14 points of damage as you enter, and Kia explodes in a lightning. She's alive. She's not exploding into pieces, but exploding from her, arcs of lightning strike all of you for 4d10 lightning damage, equaling 14.
I hope that wasn't because of the water.
It was not because of the water.
We didn't even get 40 save on that.
So you took 14 points of lightning damage.
We didn't get a save on it at all, huh?
No, there was just a damage thing that you took.
I'm gonna cast Create Water over Kia and the fire.
Okay, so you all begin managing the fire as lightning scorch marks cinder on your armor. 6 seconds goes by and nothing happens.
I think it's over, guys. We should probably get some clothes on her.
1 second. As you say that,
Like at this point, like too stunned about the electricity to actually react.
she starts to teleport across the room.
Kia, what is going on?
Oh, she found one of your flowers.
What do you mean she found one of my flowers?
It was going
That
down
thing burns today!
Kia, 20 feet across the room is your first teleport. And when you land, Jabo, you suddenly lose all friction with the ship as you get slammed into the wall behind you as the ship's moving
like a
forward.
Push?
Like,
Oh.
as if you were suddenly still in space and the ship kept moving.
I teleported with the ship.
So, Jabo, you take 7 points of damage from the ship ramming into you, but you can now fly for the next minute.
I take full. If I realize that I'm taking full advantage of that, I'm dipping the hell out of here and I'm flying around the boat.
All right. As you dip out, you hear another burst of lightning behind you.
Yeah,
As
I'm
everybody
trying to get
takes
out of here.
37 points of lightning damage.
What? Did I get out of that range?
Jabo got out.
Only
That
Jabo
would've-
got out?
That would have dropped me.
That definitely dropped me.
I'm dropped.
I will give anybody this honest question. You tell me honestly, because I didn't specifically give you a moment. Would you have fled as she started teleporting around?
No, I would have gone after her.
No.
Oh.
Okay. Everybody takes
I don't flee
37
from my friends.
points of damage as she bursts out in another round of lightning.
And I'm unconscious.
Are any of us conscious?
I
Me.
am.
Me. I'm the only one conscious downstairs right now.
I got a pocket full of good berries.
Kia's conscious.
I will say after hearing that, I will hear back. I'm floating near the door, like.
Okay.
Cure wounds.
The
Cure
good
wounds. Cure
news
wounds.
is I
Cure
didn't die outright. I almost did though.
Kia.
What? How close to almost dying alright?
Oh, really?
See, I was at 18 and my max was 32.
Nice, you're okay. You still had
What was the second damage?
you were 13
37.
damage away. So it couldn't have killed
Oh
you.
yeah, failures, successes, death saves. That's what it's asking for right now.
Kia,
Cure wounds.
you find yourself suddenly falling.
Oh, is this the same day that Joy was falling?
It is not. It is the
Okay,
day
I
after.
Take my.
So do I roll the 3d8?
Okay.
Or do you roll the 3d8 for cure wounds?
I rolled the dice for cure wounds. I'm rolling one cure wounds apiece because I don't know if you guys are gonna die again.
You have 3 people to hit, and you can only do 1 a turn. So maybe we should figure out initiative. Actually,
I'm gonna
'cause we
have to
could
look
die
at.
here.
I was gonna say, yeah, we would want to do initiative because I can also heal them, and that was the
Wrong thing.
intent if I see them on the ground.
If Nox immediately heals somebody and Jabo immediately heals somebody,
There is still a possibility for someone to die outright.
all right, everybody roll 2d20 and tell me if you get 2 1s in a row. Everybody
I'm
who's
sorry,
down.
guys.
I'm gonna roll
There you
physical
go.
ones.
There you go.
I got a 1 and a 19.
I'm gonna roll physical ones because this feels
I
proper.
don't have any. We need somebody looking over your shoulder.
Jamie, you did this to us.
It's true. I like how I'm not to blame.
I'm gonna.
I mean, you're a third of the way.
Well, levitate's. We're not done with levitate yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just gonna
A 15 and a 18?
16, 19.
okay. Try and gently
No
levitate
double ones.
yourself back down.
Not once.
Here's the problem. You start to fall, you're 60 feet above the ship. You cast levitate on yourself, you cast levitate on yourself, the ship keeps going, and you're floating above the ocean.
Fuck.
As the ship moves away, you're still teleporting frantically for about another minute. 20 feet teleports out of your control in every direction. You're no longer exploding. There are no longer four of you. You're not touching anything, so nothing's bursting in flames. However, Nox, as you finish healing everybody, you realize most of the kitchen is in flames because she was teleporting around the room, catching everything on fire. And she's gone. You can't see her.
Good thing I have my rope. No, I don't. It's on the ship.
You're about. So, with that, that's what we're going to call tonight's episode.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Hey, Jamie.
Uh-huh.
Either that plant goes over the side of the ship, or that plant goes over the side of the ship, and you do.
Regardless, we're fucked because that last one doesn't make sense where it grew. So I think we're infested.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have watched
Nox.
episode 13 of Delving in Deep.
I'm so upset with you, Jamie.
No.
Thanks for
And
the
I'm
drama.
I'm so pleased with myself.
I knew what Jamie was gonna do. I knew that Jamie was gonna do that.
Of course
I
I
can't
would.
be angry to
It's
Jamie.
chaotic good.
Nox is disappointed in Joy. Like,
Joy doesn't care.
I'm so happy I flew out of that room just
Wait,
in the nick of
Joy
time.
doesn't care that you nearly killed.
No,
four-
Joy doesn't care that Nox is disappointed.
yeah, no, Nox is just disappointed that you put yourself and your own self-interests above the
could
better
have
interest of
been-
the rest of the
it
crew.
could
All right.
have
Do it in
been-
character. Do it in character. This is going to be much better in character. Ladies
Actually,
and
you know
gentlemen,
what? Get rid of that last cure
Whoa.
wounds. Joy gets to spare the dying.
here we go. Really quickly, we're not doing this next week, right? So Christmas Eve, we're not going to be playing, but we'll be playing on New Year's Eve, right?
I think so, yeah.
Is
I got
everybody?
nothing else
Do
to
we want to
do.
do any New Year's Eve special? Do we want to run a longer game? We'll talk about that later. That's a thought I just had, so let's not put any pressure on that decision.
I need at least, if we're gonna do a long game, I need at least the half an hour before midnight because that's family tradition thing.
Yeah, that's fair. We'll talk about it. So, hey, follow them to my right at the sexy places where they do sexy things. Sky Zio on Twitter, Scorpion Tanker on Twitch, Jamie May Odison both on Twitter and on Twitch, and all these other people, they're all hanging out in the Discord. You can talk to them, you can hang out with them. I'm going to put in I have 2 weeks off for the holiday. Thank you, government job. I have a straw poll. I'm trying to figure out how to spend my time streaming, so feel free to go over there, give your opinion, leave thoughts in general.
When
Go
does
ahead.
your 2 weeks off start?
Saturday.
This Saturday?
This Saturday?
I work.
Hey, I have
work,
the same amount as you.
Hey,
At least one of those days, you and I should play something.
we have to. Absolutely.
Yeah, like legally, we have to.
It's a binding.
It's in the
Yeah.
contract.
Yeah.
I won't be here over the weekend, so
So
I mean, if he has all the days off, like I usually have weekends off.
there's someday. There will be someday, and we'll stream. We'll both stream. We'll put videos up. We'll do Zoom. It'll be a whole thing. We'll do it. That'll be good. We'll have to pick a game though. So yeah, there's that straw poll. Give me some tips. Give me some ideas because I would use them. I'm going to use this poll to figure out what I want to do. So either beat a whole bunch of my old games, dive into something really deep, play a whole bunch of MMOs, get super competitive. I can take about any game and show the growth and development cycle of it. It's whatever. We'll talk about that in my channel afterwards. Kyle, are you streaming after this?
Yeah, Jamie, did you still want to play some Borderlands with me? Or-
I ended up having work in the morning, so I can't.
Okay, so instead, I'm gonna be playing some Risk of Rain because the update came out today, and I just unlocked Acrid before the stream started, so we're gonna do some of that.
Okay. Then what we're going to do is we're going to wrap up the show. We're going to send you over to Kyle in just a minute. What am I forgetting, guys?
Patreon?
Patreon. Yeah, we have a Patreon. If you could tell, if you've been paying any attention to the deputies, the deputized delvers, their game influences ours. Snitch comes from that storyline. feel free to check that out. It's only 3 episodes so far. There's another one on the 29th, and that's the highest Patreon tier. We're just gonna run another D&D show for you and your friends if you jump in on that. It's been a lot of fun. It's been just as much fun as this game has been. So we're really building this world.
And this is the second time that Casey has almost made me cry over the same fucking character.
We're gonna call this the Cinematic Delving Universe.
Oh God.
Yes, please.
It's the DCU. The Delving Cinematic.
Yeah, I like it. I'm glad I could have an emotional impact, and I hope you guys enjoyed that. He's been it's been some good planning. You guys create these moments with these mixed games, so more to come, because we have a lot of cool things planned for this world. That being said, thank you for hanging out. Thank you for watching. Thank you for contributing. Thank you for supporting. You guys are all super fantastic. We have emotes because of you. We have new lights for people because of you. We have more lights on the way for Kia. We're going to get all these bright, sexy people with good face shots. So everybody say goodbye.
Bye.
Facials.
Sorry, dog.
Goodbye.
Bye.